get serious and pronounce their names correctly. It's probably not the case of me mispronouncing their names while they are losing. But Messi! Taking 600, 631 he's getting pushed by both CU and also AAA. I think that is the signal for Ray to actually get aggressive into B. But Cobalt misses and crashes onto the rock, but made an important bounce from Hori, and he made a good shell into Cephalin. Cephalin, who is going to die first? Oh, great chromatic! Bounces onto Maddox, but Cephalin couldn't finish off Maddox. But this time, Feast is going to make the push. We're going to see a push over to Lovefu. Lovefu by the first tank down for IX. Maddox is going to be the sole focus for Cats, and Maddox needs to drop down in this case. He cannot stay there for too long. Feast have the cap lead here this time. 890 for them, but Bifrost might be the next tank down. It's getting really messy here. But CX is trying to put a shell. I think he misses. But Bifrost is also down. CX is also down 175, 180. Cats on the cusp of a victory here. 990. They need to kill a tank. 995. And it's a win for Cats. They won the second round. However, IX are pretty spread out. If the mediums relay that information, that means Feast are rushing on the C side, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. 4 vs 3. Maddox is going to get rushed by both Leopard and Lovefu, and this is going to be really close. This is still very close. Cobalt needs to run away, but he's low. But a good track shot into Excromatic, but he got shot by Excromatic though. Oh, is he going to land an shell? No! That shell bounces, but Tempted Fate bounces as well. He's going in. He's able to do a circle of death. Good shell, but is he going to be close enough? No! Tempted Fate is down. But Retty already making a move to rush both Money Dude and OG projects. Will they buy enough time to absorb the rush, and so that Raid will be quick enough to rotate back and support those E5s, because they don't have a lot of time left. But Eaglejack is going to rush down the middle here. Oh no, is it another mistake? It's another mistake! JP finishes Eaglejack off, and the first game goes to Raid! He got shot. He got shot by both Eaglejack. He is in loads of trouble. If they know Raid's going to push A, they can simply push out Messi, and Drizzle might be in some sort of trouble here. But SYS are running away, and Raid's going for A instead. And now SYS are going to make a push, and there's a big push coming in. I'm not sure if Raid's going to survive this one. Raid Messi, all tracked on the way. He's the first tank down. Money Dude here. He's going to the back side of the SYS. Look at the backside showing them. Oh my goodness, SYS are in trouble. Their push is getting denied heavily. Money Dude is going to finish Alexa. He finishes Alexa. Mediums are definitely trapped. Going to land a good shell into Arcade, and a fire scored. And SYS almost did it, but they couldn't quite cut the cheese. And that's a wrong phrase, because cut the cheese means fart, so they didn't fart, of course. They couldn't cut the mustard. Enough. look at that. He took a hit. 384. 2 hits. 3 hits. They got A. Feast got A. Juicy, he's isolating himself by 4 tanks. Juicy is a focus actually, but that reactive armor and boom bouncing is going to buy them some time. For both Eyeline and Topcat to Cobalt. Oh, Bifrost going very aggressive here. Oh, he got shot by 440, but he tagged up both Eyeline and Rubber Chicken here. They can't get C at this point though. Only 982, 942. They killed 1 tank. Nari is in loads of trouble. And I think the reason why Ray lost is because I mispronounced all the names and they are very angry and they intentionally lost this game just because of that. So let's get serious and pronounce the names correctly. It's probably not the case of me mispronouncing the names why they are losing. But Messi taking 600, 631 his. Oh, he's getting pushed by both CU and also AAA. I think that is the signal for Ray to actually get aggressive into B. But Cobalt misses and crashes onto the rock, but made an important bounce by from Hori, and he made a good shell into Cephalin. Cephalin, who is going to die first? Oh, great chromatic! Bounces onto Maddox, but Cephalin couldn't finish off Maddox. But this time, Feast is going to make the push. We're going to see a push over to Lovefu. Lovefu by the first tank down for IX. Maddox is going to be the sole focus for Cats, and Maddox needs to drop down in this case. He cannot stay there for too long. Feast have the cap lead here this time. 890 for them, but Bifrost might be the next tank down. It's getting really messy here. But CX is trying to put a shell. I think he misses. But Bifrost is also down. CX is also down 175, 180. Cats on the cusp of a victory here. 990. They need to kill a tank. 995. And it's a win for Cats. They won the second round. However, IX are pretty spread out. If the mediums relay that information, that means Feast are rushing on the C side, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. 4 vs 3 Maddox is going to get rushed by both Lapide and Lovefu, and this is going to be really close. This is still very close to call. Cobalt needs to run away, but he's low. But a good track shot into Extrematic, but he got shot by Extrematic though. Oh, is he going to land an shell? No! That shell bounces, but Tempted Fate bounces as well. He's going in. He's able to do a circle of death. Good shell, but is he going to be close enough? No! Tempted Fate is down. But Retty already making a move to rush both Money Dude and OG projects. Will they buy enough time to absorb the rush, and so that Raid will be quick enough to rotate back and support those E5s, because they don't have a lot of time left. But Eaglejack is going to rush down the middle here. Oh no, is it another mistake? It's another mistake! JP finishes Eaglejack off, and the first game goes to Raid! He gets shot. He got shot by both Eaglejack. He is in loads of trouble. If they know Raid's going to push A, they can simply push out Messi, and Drizzle might be in some sort of trouble here. But SYS are running away, and Raid's going for A instead. And now SYS are going to make a push, and there's a big push coming in. I'm not sure if Raid's going to survive this one. Raid Messi all tracked on the way. He's the first tank down. For Money Dude here, he's going to the back side of the SYS. Look at the backside showing them. Oh my goodness, SYS are in trouble. Their push is getting denied heavily. Money Dude is going to finish Alexa. He finishes Alexa. Mediums are definitely trapped. Going to land a good shell into Arcade, and a fire scored. And SYS almost did it, but they couldn't quite cut the cheese. And that's a wrong phrase, because cut the cheese means farting. They didn't fart, of course. They couldn't cut the mustard. Enough. No! Good evening, everyone. This is a coin stream, and that's a stream that I've been waiting for. Oh my god, I'm so nervous tonight, and hopefully, because tonight there will be a lot of audience watching this, so this is going to be a test for me to not crumble under pressure, of course. And tonight, we are mostly following RN. However, we're going to follow the bracket, which means if RN got knocked out, we're still going to follow other teams through to the finals. So in fact, I'm going to give a big thank you to Rexy for allowing this to happen. So my stream will not end if RN got knocked out in the quarterfinals or earlier. So for those who are new to this tournament thingy or something like that, you're watching the previous skill tournament, so this is the format for you. All games are played in the best of 3 situation, which means whoever teams win the first 2 matches will win that fixture. The tournament is run in groups of single elimination knockout stage. Tonight you're going to see only one group here, and there is a 3rd place match per group. A single elimination knockout stage means that if you lost in the quarterfinals or earlier, then you are knocked out of the knockout stage. So you cannot play anymore if you got knocked out in the quarterfinals or earlier. The tournament is seeded via the average win rate of members in the team. Check the average win rate of that team using the website instead of the game. The game doesn't give you the right picture here. That's because that data is not updated to the game client, something like that. It's really weird. At the end of the tournament, a certain number of cups are given to the clan that the team is registered for. The number of cups determine the leaderboard position, which means the number of cups that the team earn will have a huge impact to whether they can secure a spot in the next stage. The top 8 of that leaderboard will advance to the Blitz Cup preliminaries, and the Asia server has $50,000 as a prize pool, and that can only be taken by the top 4 teams in Asia server. One previous skill tournament is spread out across 2 consecutive days. We're streaming the 2nd day, so the 1st day games have been played yesterday. So on the 1st day there are at most 16 teams in one group, and the top 4 of each group will advance to the games held on the 2nd day. All games are played in supremacy mode, and everyone, of course, yes. Right, so just bear with me a moment. I'm sorry, I'm just going to deal with some things behind the scenes. Just bear with me for a few seconds, a few minutes, and I'll be back. There we go. Con stream for memes. Right, let's continue. This is the number of cups that each team will earn in this tournament. So we are all in the final stage. The first, we already have teams in the 9th to the 16th position, no teams in the 17th to the 32nd position. So we're going to start with 419 cups tonight, and it can go up to 2011 cups. And then you might see me using the system after the tournaments. This is my system. This is the system I tailor-made to account for the tiebreaker situation, because this is only a best of 3. So it's entirely possible that the team won because they are on their strong map, and potentially the team can only play on one map. So this is why I put a different number of cups for in the tiebreaker situation, then the team who made it to a tiebreaker will earn a different number of cups. And this system, the number of cups you're seeing, you see that the 5th to the 8th position in the final stage earns slightly more cups than the first in the group stage. That is to account for the best case scenario that if they're like the best of teams, 256 teams, and there will be 8 groups if I remember correctly, or 16 groups, and then there will be 16 champions. 16 champions for in total in the final stage, because it will be divided into 2 groups. Then the 5th to the 8th, 8th quarterfinals will actually, in theory, will be all champions of the group stage, and that's why it's like slightly higher than the group stage there, and then it increases exponentially. This is a timeline for you guys. Right, Previous skill tournaments, it will be held for 8 match days. First and second has already played and notoriously spread out across 4 days, because 2 of the days there are technical issues, and we're on the second day, this 5th to the 6th of September, and this is the coin stream for you guys. And these 8 days, match days, clans will be playing for the top 8, and the top 8 will advance to the Blitz Cup preliminaries, and there will be 4 days for the Blitz Cup preliminaries, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 11th of October. And I think it will be a double round robin here. It's going to be spread out across 4 match days, and the top 4 will advance to the Blitz Cup, where the Asia server, the dates for the Blitz Cup will be from the 28th to 29th of November. All dates are in 2020, and the date format is the day goes first and then the month. But this is like the British style of putting the dates, so apologies if you're not used to that date format. For the schedule tonight, round of 16 will be played in around 8 minutes. The time showing here is different to the time on the stream, because on the stream there will be 5-minute delay, and that's why it will start at 7 in Hong Kong time, or that is the time in Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, China, the Western Australia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and so on, and Mongolia. Let's not forget about that. It's a Greenwich Mean Time plus 8. So, if you're in Japan, that's going to be 1 hour later, as written in this one, or maybe 1 hour, 1 hour later, if I got the time right, if I got the right word for that. So, because Wargaming still has some kind of bug with the timing of the stages after the 2 minutes will be added and to the next stage, and it compiled, so that the finals will happen at 36 past 8 in Hong Kong time. For the stream, will be 41 past 8, so it will be really, really strange. But you get it. You get the idea here. Bracket tonight are following IN first, and they will be facing AI. And I think they are seeded 6th according to Wargaming system. And after that, they will face ID once again in the quarterfinals. If ID won against RN, the stream will still go on, nothing happens, and the sun will still rises from the east. And this is the roster for you tonight. Cancer is the captain of the team, and then we have Virgo. It's Sagittarius, not Sagittarius. I got the pronunciation wrong. Then we have Gemini, Chimpanzee, Montauk, One Eye, Bread Tank, Toyota Time, Pisces, and Chariot. The past run for RN, they lost to Feast in the finals, and they beat GVID Cats on the way, so it's somewhat impressive. And let's see if RN could be able to replicate this kind of success tonight. Coverage for you: Feast will be followed by Fidget Splits. I'll be following RN, and the name written on the right side is the exact channel name, so you can just search Fidget Splits in the search bar, and then it will pop up that stream. It's simple. And I forgot to remove this one. Yeah, so this is the number of cups so far. Feast with 12,788 cups, ID 11,748 cups, RN 11,540 cups, and HLV with 11,462 cups. These cups have been have counted the position where they are already in the final stage, so it's going to be different from the number of cups shown on the website, and it will be updated from time to time live in the stream, so do have a look at the number of cups. How to get coins here, and I think the room should be up soon. Yep, the room is up. Great. How to get coins? Go to asia.wotless.com, log into your account, click the tabs Tournaments at the top of the screen, scroll down, click Current tab under all tournaments heading, and click on the video button, and you'll get coins. Alternatively, if you're watching the stream via YouTube, then I've put a link in the chat. Click on that link, and you should watch via the portal, not on YouTube. There is another way. You go to the game. If I can show you here. You can click on this envelope button to your left, the first icon here, and then you click on the third item on the feed, the news feed. Wait for it to load, and you should be able to see a button that said go to portal, the orange button there. Click on it, and that should bring you to the page directly, and follow the steps as stated, and you'll be fine to go. And that is it. That's really good. We already have the team here. We are on Winter Malinovka. So we're going to preview the map of Winter Malinovka, shall we? If I could bring the map up. And the scaling will be a bit weird because Winter Malinovka is a really long map name. And it kind of like, I don't know. You know what I mean there. If I can get the map up. Yep, so you'll see some white sides, just please don't mind about that. Yeah, so Winter Malinovka, A and C are very important caps, so whoever teams, the team, if you want to get cap least, then A and C, you need to decide whether you want to go for a cap on A or cap on C. And capping on A will be a little bit difficult because it's a bit of exposed area, so you might get shots if the enemies are going to here, something like that. So you need to be extra careful. B is a cap that is hotly contested and hotly sought after. So that means if you want to go and capture B, then you need really good support. And you don't stop here. You need to go back after you get B, because this area can get farmed by A side like here, and C even that corner here, so you need to be extra careful. Some tanks might like to go quickly into the bush here, so like even that aggressive to here, or maybe going past B and go to the bush here. There's a lot of tanks crossing to C, and you need to be really careful there because you might get a lot of shots while crossing. Rotation as well. If you want to rotate to C, this you need to be extremely careful. This is Winter Malinovka for you. Personally, A and C can work. A supposedly might have better map control. Personally, I say, and we'll see how both teams are going to operate in this situation. And if I can remove the map. Let me announce a lineup for you. Cancer in the IS4, triple E5s played by Iron Red Tank, Virgo, and Chariot. Double Mars played by Chimpanzee, Sagittarius, and Toyota Time will be finishing off with Vicus Light. An AI will be going for T22, played by Wawito. Is it Wawito or Waito? I don't know. And Magical Water. Which probably might be a scam, by the way. We'll be playing in the IS4 alongside Tim Revolution, the trademark Revolution for you. Then we have E5 played by Wahadu, Quetzalcoat, isn't it? And Hapa. Finally, we have Tokyo in the Vegas lights. That's a bit hard to pronounce, sorry, but it's good. It's good. Right, here we go. First game of tonight in the corner stream, our end versus AI. What are we going to see? This is going to be interesting. AI going for a typical tier 10 lineup. I mean, no surprises there. We're not seeing FE4 202, so that's good. But our end going very heavy double bows. What are they going to do here? They probably would play on B, and let's see we're going to do that. Thank you, Object Free, for the compliment. Quality production. And Tokyo Doberland, trying spy. You already spotted Cancer here. Let's head over to him. Is he going to spot anything? We see some blind fire happening. RN going mostly to A, and the buff double bounces going to B, of course. AI already barreling through C, and will they get a cap leader first? And Quetzer is definitely going for that. He's going for a C cap at first. RN will not have the hit point of cap advantage. Cancer already taking a hit, potentially by Tokyo Doberland. The E5s are going to spot up AI Revolution. He might be in some sort of trouble, but he's well shielded by the building in front of him. The chariot is already spotted. Who is he getting spotted from? I don't know, potentially by Vickers Light over there. I mean, he's going to spot nothing at the moment, but he is playing really carefully. He doesn't want to get shot by the Iron Forces. Now we can see the Toyota time is flanking around while Virgo already spotted. He needs to be very careful. Wahadu spotted as well. Is he going to land a shot? Potentially. AI still has the cap lead. It's getting a bit dull, but B, our end, their line has been pushing up pretty aggressively. AI are they ready up for a rotation? Already AI, the rotation have been spotted through, and we can see RN's forces are running away from the potential quagmire here, and B is now getting captured. AI, that rotation, and RN completely red. What's going on? And Chimpanzee, is he going for a shot? He went for magical water. That magical water, is it magical enough? And AI, 4 tanks out in the middle, and I think rushing for chariot potentially. Oh my goodness me, chariot in loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of trouble. 1,909. He's going to be a first tank down potentially. See, yes, he's going to be a first tank down. And AI, magical water is also down. He's not magical enough. He needs some more chemical substance for that to make it magical enough. And AR and that respawns not as good as I imagined, but now Harper is down to 1 shot. He dropped the reactive armor. He's finally down. The trademark revolution is isolated here. Oh, this is really messy, of course. Of course, we found the gruelling in the mess played by Messi. This is still going to be messy anyway. I don't know what I'm talking about. But trademark revolution. AI trying to get a shield from Sagittarius. But is it going to be enough? He made a good shell into Cancer by the trademark revolution. The Quetzal is going to get finished off. And both Cancer and Toyota time are now dead. This is actually 3 versus 4 for our end. But they have a keep on pool lead. But they still have 2 bounces up on the board. Will they be able to hold off quickly enough? But Chimpanzee is down. Wawa might be able to farm the AI's forces off. Ironbred Tank needs to make some shots here. And he's going in for Wawa. Wawa needs to be extremely careful. And Wawa is finally down. A good shell into Tokyo. The Vickers Light and the T-22 not able to put a punch into the RN's heavy tanks there. They are actually... Oh, not that that's a splash into the Tokyo Doberland. But they are running... Tokyo is running, and he got finished off by Sagittarius. Finally, last man standing would be Wadu. And this is a really good game. I really like to see this. Hello there. Last man standing, Wadu. E5. Oh, trying to shoot, but the Sagittarius is too large. And the first game goes to our end. What a fabulous game it is. Wow. I'm sorry, no poll today because Streamlabs bot is not functioning, so I don't have time to. Yeah. Do I have? Okay, I have to send him. Okay, good. Let me just do some things behind the scenes. And then, okay. I thought the chat would be spam, but it's not apparently the case. Oh my goodness me. Winter Maninovka. Well, the second game, what are we going to see? AI, that rotation got completely spotted out by RM Tank, so you got to give credit to RM for that. And in the end, while AI is rotating, RM sneaked into B, capturing that in the end, and AI was forced to re-rotate. And they got some really good tanks at the start. However, their focus fire and their movement simply wasn't enough to make the difference. 26 seconds left, and RN's going for the same tanks, and AI, they are not changing anything at all. This is going to be tanks. They're going for the quadruple E5s this time. Magico, Water, Quetzal, Wadu, and Hapa quadruple E5s. Let's see what AI is going to play. But AI, of course, not really. I mean, they are not bad at all. Let's go. And there we go. Ooh, our N are going for A again. But of course the mouses are going for B, there's no question about that. Why would I doubt the mouses anyway? The AI forces this time, they are going for A. Are they going to... Well, our N going for B and C this time. Toyota time might be in loads of trouble. He put a good show into Tokyo time, but he didn't spot Wawa. But is he able to run out of there safely enough? Oh, it took 376. Oh, he is in bunch. He's in heaps of trouble here. Wawa is going to let a shell. He does let a shell. Oh, Toyota time. It's not too late to run away, but he took a big beating while doing so. It's not his fault though. Definitely AI with an idea here. But Cancer really going for B at the start. He's not well supported. However, Wadu is able to reset it. Chimpanzee are trying to get 2 shells into from AI, but AI they're not going for a reset on B. And they're not going for a reset on B. Cancer he needs to put out safely, while AI's forces, they're pressing onto Sagittarius and Chariot here. And this is going to be close one. AI, the hip and pull lead for RNs is negligible here. And I think Sagittarius in loads of pressure here, but these AI tanks really pressing hard onto the RN's forces here. Chimpanzee tagging up someone. Trademark Revolution. The Trademark Revolution. Is he going to go in? Oh, some bounces up, but some misses up happening happening there. Sagittarius taking a big hit in return, down to 292. He is going for a reset on B, but he is horribly isolated. Look at the AI's forces. Look at them, they have no forces there to support Trademark Revolution, but they are already making a push onto RN's forces. Chariot and Sagittarius are in heaps of trouble here. And Iron Brett against the Virgo are at the back. He needs to put a good horizontal straight line. Look at this. If you can see it from this perspective, it's vertical straight line. You don't want that to happen. RN just make a rotation here. Just make a difference here. Oh, thank you, Streamlabs. What is working? What is happening? Sagittarius the first tank down. Chariot in loads of trouble here. And I mean, our N have a lots of hit points at the board, but it's not going to happen. And Wadu is finally dead. Chariot needs to be killed as soon as possible. All of the tanks are reloading. Chariot's finally down. Look at Virgo and Brett saying full health, but 2 tanks down already for our end. Look at how his trademark revolution is still alive here. My goodness me, Tioto time is dead, but Wawa is also dead. Oh gosh, this is close. AI, that push is good, but not good. But not good enough. Like they still have 2 hit points of disadvantage here. And Tokyo running around get killed by I Am Bread tank, and this is going to be 4 versus 3. RN have to hit the cap lead, and already they got 1,000 cap points. AI, they almost got a trademark revolution holding there for the next amount of time. That could have bought them enough time to make that push to be an effective one. But AI's forces still, I think the formation there not good enough. Like they weren't quick enough to finish off the tanks, and it's going to be the second game to be AI rushed too much. They could have won easily. I think so, potentially. I think, well, I saw in the first game, they really didn't get a lot of information, to be honest. They don't know where the RN has a weak link there. I think they didn't have a weak link, so I think that rotation is a gamble. Wow, wowzers, really. I mean, I can't say anything much about that. That was a massive game for RN and AI. They don't need to be disappointed though. I mean, they have some glimpses of good rotations, but they need to get focus fire right as well as a good formation. RN simply able to withstand that push from AI. Could have gone very, very horribly wrong should AI be effective enough. Do we have results already? Well, we have results already, except Exile versus Spoon. Innerman making the comment, I think he has some really fair points there. Go watch that. Let's change into this. Good. There we go. King to new against Calm, and Calm, it's actually a top 8 clan back in spring season, so they got knocked out by K and they're through, which is, I mean, King are through to the quarterfinals. My Python working here. Thank you for subscribing our GM, and let me get the right one. There we go. Where is it? King? I can't see you. King, where are you? There we go. Next, we have GV to against KDS. Contrary to what a lot of predictions are doing, I mean, GV, a lot of them are writing GV off, but they are through to quarterfinals and they will be facing HLV. XR still playing against Spoon, our Antonio against AI, and AI, you don't need to be sad about this. You played well, just not, just needs, I mean, probably lack of experience might be, but I mean, you got some good ideas. Maybe the focus fire, I don't know. More mods than viewers. I was like, I was so worried that the chat got spammed. I mean, I could see what happened back in the Budget server, Budget's chat, but it wasn't the case in the end. But wow, let's see. So let me update other things as well, and this will be Calm 0-2 against King. That's not normal ping. I play on the user. I'm actually in the United Kingdom, so that's why the ping is around 300. It's not because my internet is poor, it's because I live very far away from where the Asia server is supposed to be. I think it's in Singapore if I remember correctly. I don't exactly remember, but I think that would be where it is. That would be good. it's RO60, round 60. And RO60. So bear with me. Let me change to the screen for you guys. Wait. There we go. Haha. This needs to be changed as well. Hello everyone. Hello discotheque system, not Logitech. Oh, alright, this is a bit weird. Leaderboard, I need to change that. This is not the right file, apparently. Need to change it to the right file. Where are you? No, that's the wrong file. That's the right file. Hey, that's the right file. There we go. I'm back to the second place. And do we have any more? Let's change back to this. Right, and now I will analyze the games. Oh, so many viewers, 64. What is this madness? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. I have nothing to say. If you're watching this stream, if you want to donate, please donate. There is a link down there. Go ahead, tip me, and I'll be happy. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I think so. AI has better strat and the start is better. I agree. Actually, I totally agree. Totally. AI has better idea. I don't know how they managed to throw this one away. Happened solved. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, let me load. We're going to analyze the game. It will be RM versus Feast. Yeah, let's go for that. Shall we? If I can find this, that would be good. If I get this right.
9, the 50B.
9.
Chariot.
Stop.
Take a lot
Stop.
of hits at the start.
Stop.
Oh, can only put out
Stop.
1,000
Stop.
damage there.
Stop.
And this is it.
Come on, stop,
Champions
stop.
is going to be.
Oh, come on, I'm spoiling it. Okay, good. Right, don't. Okay. Yeah, I will change my scoreline before I forget. Please, constantly remind me to change the scoreline. That's the thing that I always forget to do. Let's go for this. Yada yada do. Yabba yabba do. Yay. Good. Everything's good.
The old school.
Okay, this is really interesting. Look at Feast going with triple 50Bs. This is interesting. I mean, you don't see a lot of that. Well, you might have seen it a lot during the RTK days back in 2018, when it's a really old meta. Back in, of course, my room is very popular for triple 50B strat. And Matos actually said it back in on the Fujit's coffee chat. It's actually strat borrowed from 7 Star, if I remember correctly. So let's see how they're going to play with that strat while RM's going for double 50 Ms. This is going to be exciting.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be interesting to watch at the very least.
Interesting, of course.
Both teams have double mediums, I presume. Or lights, yeah, so that's the case. Feast, are they going for a quick cap on B?
They're going for a quick cap on B, of course. Forget about the scoreline down in the battle right hand corner. Oh, Bifrost. Bifrost has a really important job here. I mean, he dropped a speed boost, and you probably saw a lot of clans doing that. But I'm going to show you exactly in the game why a lot of clans would like to do that. To go down there very quickly early in the game. I will show you in the i7 actually, because I don't have a lot of tanks on my Asia account. So Canal. And good. No, not the 140. And there we go. So I'm going to show you why it's fair. It's a move that is. Oh god, this is encounter. Sorry guys. No, let's change. It's supremacy. Why did I make this mistake? Oh god. This is the right one. Oh, let's go. I mean, there's a heated debate on okay, we can talk about that. We have a lot of time to talk about that. Right. Very heated debate, of course. Let's go down. So, a lot of clients like to do that actually. If I could go down like that. Some would go for a spot here like that. I mean, this is very close. I mean, you can spot up a lot of tugs. You need to be careful for that TD spot here. And some you can even go to, I mean, if it's going in the E5, you can attempt to go here. You'll be able to spot up tanks capping on the left side of the circle, so you just need to put tanks and you'll be fine. On the other side, if you want to spot, I mean, you can also do the same thing, E5, speed boost, the other. It's still fine as well. And a lot of clans are doing that. However, the building here might be able to shield. And you just need to put some HE shells and boom, you're good. Right, so let's remove the map and let's continue.
The beef was already down there.
Okay. Just before I continue, one thing to be careful of is that if you go down there, then you need to be careful where the enemies are going to counter rush you, and that happened to a lot of teams. RTK made a counter rush to Vale's idea there. They did the same thing. Vale did the same thing, but RTK did a counter push on with the i7. Loads of examples.
Already. Oh, Sleeping Lion, Hong Kong. Taking a back here. Let's get down here. I think he gets shot.
This is not the best tank to capture B. The 15B doesn't have a good side armor. The turret is pretty large, so Aaron just need to focus and it will be fine. Montek 1 in IS4, his main job is to actually reset B, and that's why he's in the exposed position and take a lot of hits, but he has done his job.
By Iron Bread Tank. Wow, Sleeping Lion down to the 173 feet attempt to get B completely sorted. And B
I like that one.
spotting up tanks on C as well, but
oh no, look at the hit point pool. Oh, I mean, it's still pretty similar, and Feast drop a ton of HP. Oh, but let's say. But I mean, alright, drop a ton of HP. That 50B up there trying to shoot, and it's also pretty dangerous.
no one's getting C. No one's
Feast
getting
will have
D
cap
as
lead, I think.
well. So that means Feast will have cap lead now. And Cancer dropping a little bit of hit points unnecessarily. But Mugu and XBM WW is going to look at C. Whoever's capturing C will receive a big beating.
Oh, Chariot. Chariot may have a good idea, but he needs to be careful. Maddox's in position to put crossfire. Yeah, you need to be careful what Chariot could do. And I think if he has a good idea, go in here, take out Bifrost, okay? First thing. After that, these IS4s push in and maybe exit through here, okay? While their tanks in the factory side can rotate to get the tank over to A, that's what I think could be done by RN, and that could mean these are in loads of trouble.
Chariot down here. Is he going to shut down?
Oh, he needs to be careful. This is not what I want to say because now might get farmed by Maddox.
Bifrost, but equally
Look at
Maddox is
Maddox.
looking
Oh.
Cherry. He might be isolating himself. He
Oh,
might be in
XBM
total
WW
trouble.
coming in. Oh no.
And is RN going to do
He's
something
safe for
about
now.
that?
But he needs to get Bifrost as soon as possible. They know where CX6 are. I mean, Bifrost is horribly isolated now.
Bifrost, will he get rushed by the IS Force and also Chariot?
What's Cancer doing, really? He needs to go for Bifrost. He's like 3 first one. Go for it.
Cancer apparently.
But well, I mean, there is no reason for you not to go for the Bifrost there because RN also there. They can just even push and put some crossfire down here. So that means that could mean these tanks could just go in, go up here. Yep. Don't worry about E5. E5 would not be your biggest threat here. Yep. So what I think RH have done here.
He's not going for Bifrost because Bifrost is horribly isolated. I think 2 vs 1 is fine, but Chariot is now doing
he's going for that.
1. I think Montek is the first tank down.
I mean, if Cancer went for Bifrost instead, then Chariot would not be in loads of trouble. I mean, he has a good idea to go for Bifrost, but now these are able to rotate. Now that they've taken down Montek 1 and Sagittarius and Cancer are slow to rotate. Chariot would be next turn down.
And losing hit points, although starting really well, and this move, I don't think it worked out for them totally. And not going for Bifrost for the Cancer and
yeah, game isn't full screen for your information. That's intentional so that you can still look at this. This is more important. Oh god.
Other ice fall there, I think simply is a horrible move. RN going to shut down Maddox, but will that make a difference? Because now
because now RN have a really bad hit points advantage. These ISOs can be taken down pretty quickly unless RN make a decision to like go back, to do crossfire and maybe just send 1 or 2 tanks maybe. Just wait for a moment. I'm going to get into a room. Okay, good. I'm ready up, so let's continue a bit. Cool, thank you.
It's also down. Cancer and Sagittarius in the double ice for potentially 5 vs 2 against RN. I think RN will lose this one.
Yeah, I mean that's just over really. So let's actually finish off for now. Let's reload. XR versus Wood. Do we have results on that? Right, Bood 2-1 against XR. XR are out of this. Trust. Oh, wait, what? Right, let's change it back to this. There we go. Okay, good. So we are on Rockfield. Rockfield, let me show you the map. Rockfield, it's a map. Well, I kind of like it as a Clan Wars map, but rotation is hard. That's not to say. So it's not like the best map. This is going to be interesting. Like that is not really a dead zone here because you can really operate with good strats on a lot of areas. There we go, Rockfield for you. Rockfield, if you want cap control of A, B, C is a bit interesting. And map control, I do think AB you have better map control just because you're on higher land, and defending here is going to be hard because you're going to be pretty exposed. It's pretty exposed. You have kind of terrain to help you. This is like elevated more slightly. So you also have rocks to hide. While this one is the rocks aren't good enough, like the ramps aren't high enough. Hi everyone who are in the stream. A lot of clients would like to spot up at the start, and how you do it is go through here and go to this bush here if you're not getting intercepted by a tank on the opposite side. Doing the same thing. Oh, economics, mate. All 6 people. Oh my goodness me. And you can spot up tanks crossing over to here, crossing over to here. Chariot, then RN lost. Yes. And I don't recommend going here through this route, because if you run away, and I saw it with DK against EG, you lost a ton of HP while running away, so I don't recommend doing that. You're following this route, so don't go for that, go for this route instead. Right, so TDs can put really good shells. I mean, this is a really good spot. So Rockfield, you might see TDO2. See, you can get resets on here and here. This one north side, how to run away. You might get a shot or two while trying to do that. So you need to be really, really careful. B is cap. That is going to be hotly contested. If you can get B, then you will put good cap pressure onto the enemies. So let's destroy the map. And actually announce a lineup for you. Campen in the T22 medium active duty in the E5 alongside Frozen and Plurielica. Triple IS 4, not 5. Played by Lenny, Linked and IDS. Last of for me able to spectate, I don't know why. RN able to spectate as well. Okay, this is interesting. RN going with Cancer in the IS4 alongside Chariot and Montic 1, and Chimpanzee in the E5 alongside Gemini and Toyota Time. I am Brad Tank in the 215B. Toyota Time in the Vegas Light, Pisces and Sagittarius will be spectating this one. RM bled too much, I agree. Yeah. Thank you, Economics Mate, for the compliment. And we head up here, ID. N. Going for C, potentially. It's a pre-spreader, I don't know where they're going to go. Our N spreader as well, Toyota Time. Is he going to spot up tanks? Oh, he's going a bit passive in the spotting. He doesn't want to. Oh, spotted up Lanny. He spotted, so he needs to run away before it's too late. No, run away, really. Go run away. Lanny spotted, and you bought enough information. Okay, run away. Messenger, just run away. And, IDS. Looking at A. Oh, Montek is going to get A safely. But, ID dropping some hit points here and there. He's not getting contested on capturing A. This is the Asia server. But what the heck, Nightbot? My goodness me. Oh, active duty dropping a lot of hit points. Campen capturing C. Okay, I need to configure the Nightbot better. And there we go, C is here. C is captured by Team ID. RN has almost a tank width of cap with advantage, but still ID can bring this around. Is ID making a push onto the E5s? They are running away quickly enough. What is RN going to do? Are they going to make a push on the other side? This is possibly the case. IDS in loads of trouble, and the E5's dropping the reactive armor potentially. This is turning out to be going to be a very fluid game here. IDS going to be down very soon. Our air with over 3k of hit point advantage. IDS is going to go down very soon. Cancer bounces onto IDS. This is going to be close. Oh, Toyota Time bounces onto IDS, but Montic one finishes him off. Chimpanzee is taken down by Campen. I mean, look at this. Gemini holding off 2 tanks at the moment. Linked is in loads and loads of trouble. He's getting shot by Toyota Time, but is he going to
do a good reverse side scraping. It's not going to be enough, however. And finally, it's a Gemini is finally down. Look at how the E5s, the amount of time taken for ID to take them down, and that means RN's able to rotate on the other side. They only have IS4 and RN with better shot effectiveness, and that's because they have E5s to sort of push, and the IS4s have taken down active duty Campen. It's in loads of trouble, and RN triumphing over this match relatively easily. Hello, it's Oil King. Hello, Oil King. Campen is finally down. I can read a bit of Chinese, so that's a matter for Realica. Is going to be the focus for our last man standing, Lanny. This is going to be the first game for our very solid performance. Now, the E5 did an absolute fantastic job. And Cherry is down to Lanny, but I think last man standing for Lanny, he can't do anything. He can't score 3 Amorex in consecutively. Tioto time doesn't kill him. It's going to be Cancer that's going to be killing him. First game going to Team RN. What a fabulous game here. RN putting out a lot of shots and hit points, damage here. Look at the E5s, they didn't do a lot, but how one of them bounced to the other bounced to as well. That is enough to cause a rotation on the other side. So RN did a really good job. Hi Tigramba from Russia. Good translation. Enderman, please don't use the word rape, please. It's not good. You're moderated. Please watch your tongue. Whito, hello there. Whito. Did I butcher your name? Waito. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Please tell me the right pronunciation. Goodness me. AI clan need. Oof, hello there, AI clan need. Nitrogen, hello. Well, I like the audience so good. I really love to see that. Oh, AI didn't play bad. I mean, you did have some really good strats and rotation. Maybe just show up your hip push sharing, focus fire, and shot effectiveness. I think, a lot of players overlook these 3 things: hip push sharing, focus fire, and also oh gosh, what is that? Shot effectiveness. So don't bounce a lot of shots. I mean, it's very important. Still. Second game. Rockfield. ID are going to make a difference here. RN on the match point to the semi-finals are looking really, really strong at the moment. ID picking up the A side. And we head up to the helicopter and let's see where they're going. ID, this is time. This time they're going more on A, B, and Campen going to spot using the route that I don't recommend, so let's see how they're going to work with that. Pisces, I think he's going to spot up tanks. He doesn't spot any at the moment. Oh, Pisces already getting spotted. Bread tank is getting spotted as well. Campen receiving a bounce from Bread tank. He's able to run away safely. That's the question. I think he's going to run out safely. Lanny going to take a look at B, preventing ID to capture it, but Virgo not looking very closely into B. Campen rotating back, and Lanny going to make a push on C. ID ignoring A totally, and that could be a good move here. That gamble could pay off, I could say, and Ed are in loads of trouble. Cancer spearheading this. He's trying to pull back, but Virgo needs to go in front of Cancer, do the lambda maybe, and maybe Cancer needs to keep on pulling back, needs the horizontal straight line, and RN
Are they going to make a response on that? I think they're in a lot of bad trouble here. Virgo needs to put a good shell into Campen. He's still aiming at that. But he couldn't put a single shell into Campen. And that could be a costly mistake. And that's really, really bad jitter here. Linked. In loads of trouble, Plurielica. It's fine if you speak another language, I don't mind. But just don't spam the chat, it'll be really fine. Gemini down to one shot. ID, that push was really, really fabulous. And Gemini, bounces onto active duty, and he's down. IDS is finally down. Oh, Plurielica is down as well. 4 versus 5. This is actually closer than I thought. ID are not winning this yet. Our end, I don't know where it came from. Like, I didn't know how they managed to turn it back really nicely. Cancer in loads of trouble. Is he going to go down by length? He definitely went down to length, and this is going to be 4 versus 4. Lots to play for. Pisces still full health here. Last hope for me is dead. Our end coming up trumps here. I don't know how ID manages. Oh, Chimpanzee, that was a really, really bad bounce here. I really don't know. Maybe they have more E2 and 5Es and E5s. I don't know. Can anyone tell me what they have done better here? I'm sorry, but RN. But that is not to say RN did a really good response after seeing the IDs push. So well done to RN for reading that well. Active duty, last man standing, dropping the reactive armor, but I don't think that's going to make a lot of difference here. And Pisces is going to kill active duty down. Oh, the second game goes to our N. Fantastic job for our N. Well done. ID got completely outplayed in the first game. Second game, they had a good idea. I don't know how they managed to lose. I mean, the damage they put out similar to the last game. Really, it's a mystery for me. They had a good idea. Our end, they were completely outnumbered here. So. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Fair point, Steen. Yeah. So. Could be using abusive language. I'm sure you couldn't know. So. Yeah. Fair point there. So I think yeah. I would stand by only English in this chat. Unless one of you guys know one of the Asian languages, and yeah. Right, so let's change to a Firefox. Not this. Do we have results? It's a really, really quick game for RN. RN refused the semi-finals. Well done to them. Idea their hopes on the top 8. But I mean, they are already in quarterfinals, so that's not going to put a big dent into the campaign. But this is a warning sign here. Oh, Chinese subtitles. I'm sorry, I'm not the streamer that's going to stream in Chinese or Cantonese. If you want to watch the streams in Chinese, I think it's which one is it? Let me check. There is a Chinese streamer. I have to find it. It's Sion Kun Bilibili. I don't have his link here, but you can search him on Bilibili, Chinese equivalent of YouTube in Mandarin. So if you are speaking Cantonese, then I'm sorry. Maybe I will do Cantonese in the future. Maybe. Right, Boone already through to the semi-finals. We're going to wait on the result of Feast against King and HLV against GB. But we already know that we're going to face Boone in the semi-finals. Of course, streams on EU server is not a secret, so there we go. Just wait for me a bit. And it's Feast versus King still playing.
this is not round of 16, that's quarterfinals. Don't worry if they say Chinese, I know what they're talking about. I can respond, although with a 5-minute delay, I know what's going on. God, oh, where is my file? There we go, the file is here. There we go, our end. You already know that both low and also Team ID will be racking up 4.9 million credits for tonight. Enderman getting a bit triggered watching the stream because of the stream. Oh my god, oh my god. Enderman, I would need to know your inputs in the moderators chat later on. The moderators, we're going to have a chat together later, probably. Oh god. Yes, doing more research, let's reload this. No, still no results. V's against Kang, probably going to a tiebreaker. HLV against GV, probably going to a tiebreaker. I don't know. The internet don't ask me. I thought ID would have this one. Really, I was so shocked that RN threw this one. Oh no, that ID threw this one away. To be honest, internet. I know it's tricky. I know. I don't know why. To be honest, that's stream. Yeah, probably focus fire. Hi, Andre. Did I butcher your name? So, phew. And let's continue analyzing. Yeah, shall we? Let's go to the next game of Feast against RN. Let's bring this up. Oh, for the cups, Feast now with 12,788 cups, still the same. RN 12,088 cups, pulling ahead of ID, and ID still in third place, but anything could change if HLV is through to the next round, and if King is through to the next round, ID might be in some sort of trouble. Stream is not done. No, it's not done yet. It's going to be it's going to be far from being completed. Despite a really no, let's head over to the next game. There we go. Loading, yeah. Into a Vegas light. Strategy is that you don't you're going to lose. Okay. RN double 50Bs again. Inherently at the start. But the good thing is you have a lot of DPM, and if you can work your focus fire really well, and that force can be very, very lethal. Oh. Yeah, what I was talking about is that Feast going with 3 mediums or lights. Problem is, mediums or lights, after the hit point pool buff from Wargaming onto the heavy tanks, this kind of strategy is harder to do because now you have more hit points to swing it to your back to your favor. You have the risk here. You need to make sure that your mediums are going to be healthy and your heavies aren't too aggressive. And you need to make sure your mediums are able to use their DPM. That will be very important for Feast. So indeed. And our N, what are you going to do this time? Are they going for B, push, or some big lag? It's back, and our Cancer going to cap B without any call. Yeah, it's possible to get banned by capping on the right side of the circle. But no one is in. Oh yeah, you definitely want someone to cap in that circle. I apologize for the quality here, just not to destroy my stream. If I can get you, oh goodness me, it's not the right. Go to the training room, and I can show you in the i7 once again.
It's canal. Supremacy this time. Oh, I'm receiving red. Oh, it's really, yeah. Go. So there we go. Yeah, so you can reset C here on the right side of the circle. You can see very, very, very good. You might want to take this spot. A lot of you clans have already done that. However, you want to take to do damage on the left side of the circle on C. I don't think a lot of clans know this, but I've actually found out using, while kind of running around the web map. Yes, you can take this push here. Someone delete that. Moderators. Yeah, you can see the left circle. Yeah, yep. So that's it. Let's go back.
That bush to overlook. Look at this bush. I mean, Melo's now not capping C.
Oh, that's a good idea because AAV capture C will be focused heavily, and Manos did a good job to keep on moving forward. It's actually I really like the Feast idea here, not to lose too many hit points while capturing, and that's actually the beginner mistake for a lot of new clans, personally.
But look at Aaron barreling into that already. Oh my god, Gemini blocking all of them. Oh, and Chariot.
Oh, well, it's a block. I would say it was a track shot.
But look at Aaron barreling into that already.
That was
oh
not
my
a track. That was not a track shot. And Gemini turning the back. Look at how did blocked really. He blocked Sagittarius and Chariot a bit. Of course Sagittarius, and oh my goodness me. Too many things trying to go for Mad Dogs personally, and that strategy definitely backfired for Aaron.
Oh my god, Gemini blocking all of them. And Chariot taking big hits. Gemini stopping there really wasn't the best idea here. RN dropping a lot of hit points.
Guanciale. Oh, I love carbonara.
2k already. This is a horrible start for them. Look at Chariot now down to only a one shot.
Oh no.
Feast, a very, very good start. It must be the STB1 and T22.
I think so. I think so.
Some extremely good focus fire. RN with the hit point of with the cap lead, but they don't have the hit point pool lead. They're down by more than 2k. And Feast, they don't need to worry at all. They just need to make sure they don't go for B for decap because they can just push in and kill the tanks there.
Oh yeah. If you look at the hit point pool difference here, Feast with 15,840 and Ari with 13,181, so that's substantial actually.
It's possible RN now actually putting the the very, very healthy tanks to front line and Toyota time in the T22 trying to spot up whether
King over Feast!
Oh
my god.
The back showing the back towards the middle area here. CXCX.
I think it's going to be boring, so that's
playing very, very aggressively here, and
Box.
he's not getting tagged by anyone.
Very aggressive, but he didn't spot anything actually. So in the end, it wasn't useful for him. But maybe this spot is critical to spot tanks down the middle.
You see, by
Maybe
this position here, let's see. Herman spotted though. I mean, if you are in here, are you able to shoot Mad Dogs? You are able to shoot battles a bit, so RN not putting any tanks there. I mean, they have no CDs.
Stacking up now.
That's to be said though.
Spotted.
Secretariats and Gemini potentially are under a lot of pressure if the SCB wants. Look at them stacking up. Feast, are they going to make a push here? RN still under 3k hit point of disadvantage. However,
oh no,
Feast
Mad
just
Dogs.
needs to
Ooh, they don't want to drop any more hit points. They're going to have a lot of trouble trying to defend the cap lead. And I mean, Feast just needs a decisive push and that's it. And kill the tanks. You don't need B there. I mean, yeah, you don't really need B. You can try sneaking B at the very last minute, which is fine.
kill one tank, and that will swing the hit point. The hit point lead back into
Oh,
favor. Mados into B, but that also means Feast tanks are
yeah. I would say go for the IS4s, like just bury. They are isolated. Okay, and this is why I don't like tanks if it's not a TD at the back, because Feast are able to focus. They know which tanks to focus. It's a no-brainer. Go there, and these tanks will be down very quickly.
going in,
Especially when they are in IS4.
to shut down the AMX 50Bs. But however, our end forces are completely ready for the Gemini. Secretarius is now down. His companion Gemini is still alive but isolated horribly. A counter rush for Awe onto the medium tanks here. Some bounces happening going on, but Feast with more than 5k hit point advantage here.
Sleeping Lion overextended definitely, and I think I was in the Foot Discovery chat, and there was a kind of miscommunication there, whether to go for the tanks on A or to cancel the tanks on the ramps, the ice force on the ramps. I agree with cancelling tanks on the ramps instead of going for A, and unfortunately Sleeping Lion heard the call first for going to A, so it's not because he made a terrible mistake there, because he listened to Bad Dogs. Listen to caller, and that's a good thing. Blame the caller if you did the right thing and you had this kind of situation there. Not the pro of Sleeping Lion in Hong Kong. Don't blame him.
Here, be Frost dropping your active armor. They need to focus down with Mugu. Cancer doesn't want to push in. It's going to be Toyota time, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Still, now Feast have 3 caps, and now Chariot is now down. Mugu trying to run away, and I think RN, this is going to be over. Feast might be winning 2-0 in this situation. RN dropping too many hit points at the start, and that proves to be the costly mistake here. I don't think RN can do anything because now Feast have got 1,000 hit cap points here, and the second game.
Oh, well, Nightbots is a bit too straight here. I might have to tweak it a bit. I don't know. Maybe I will disable that. But why are the messages deleted for people who have like Chinese characters? Oof. Okay, good. We still have some time. That's good. Let's see. So I mean, Feast did a good job. That push is not that hard to make. I mean, especially when you have like 2k of hit point advantage. Thank you, Fujit Split. Are you still going to stream? Okay, Fujit, you're still going to stream. The bracket still goes on. Yeah. Kang 2-1 against Feast. HLV losing to GV 2-1. What on earth? Oh my god, Feast is done. HLV is done. Oh my god, we're going to see a new number 1 tonight. Potentially. Sorry, I don't know Japanese. Oh my goodness me, this is going to be a tough one to see. GV are through, that we see Kang. Oh, Kang definitely going to fix the non-qualification last time. I don't know who you are, Owen, so please don't. Stop being that kind of what's it in English? PND. Oh god, why do I forget? Thief? Oh, I don't want to call you a thief, but I don't know a better word for that. We have a rebuff ready. Yeah, there we go. We have a rebuff. Boon versus RN. Oh yes, just that's because I'm watching. I'm reviewing on reviewing a match. I don't want to break my stream, so that's why it's of lower quality. But that will be different for this one. Okay, this one will be a good quality. Wait. Well, I don't know what happened to chat. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, mute for. I mean, yeah. Please avoid chatting in foreign languages, please. That would be really nice of you, indeed. Japanese as well. I don't know the Japanese. Okay, Nightbot. Did you? No, I don't think it sounded racist. Let me see. Yeah, no, I don't think you sound racist. Okay, don't worry. Okay, don't worry. Folks is not racist. I don't know what part of it constitute it to be a racist thing. Yeah. Let's see. We are on vineyards. Let's get the vineyards map up. Vineyards. Okay, laugh. I'm going to say something. Oh. God. Wait. Here we go. Get the map. Where are you? Map. I'm the map. Where are you? Dora. This is Dora speaking. Gracias. Nightbot. No, there's vineyards for you. Look at, I mean, I don't know where to start, but A, B, it's pretty random. Sometimes you get cat on A, sometimes cat on B. Unless you put 2 tags, then you definitely have cat there. And okay, that's a good idea, Winter Fox. I would try to stop the video while I was saying things. If you want to spot tanks trying to go here, you can take this position or this position. This is more dangerous. Yeah, this is more dangerous. You can do it in the Vickers light, but you need to run away through this way, potentially. This one is safer, so you can pull back. I mean, if your team is going for A and B, then you're fine, unless they're going to rush you down the river, which I saw a lot in clans, different clans. Ruins here could put some force fire into here, but you're more exposed. This one you have terrain to work with. If you want to reset B, you can go here aggressively and do that. You can even go here, something like that. To reset B is fine. To reset A, go to this position, but you need to be careful for overpeaking. TDs can try to reset A like that. It's possible. Heavy tanks like to go to this position here, and C needs to be careful. If you want to get C, yes, you can get it, but we'll put some good pressure to the enemies. But we saw what happened to Raid. They just can cap you back, and if you don't have tanks to defend that, then you're doomed. Right. Oh. Oh, already started. Oh my goodness me. I'm too late. Right. Good thing I did ready up. So you're going to see the games. Are we going directly to position? Oh my god, are you not speaking on Discord? Oh no, oh no. Mr. President, okay, lineups for you. Mr. President, the guys fall alongside Peak Perform and Where GG, Nuke Power 268, double T22 played by Boontrap, Pepper, and Alpha Omega in the E5. They're going basically to A and B, while RN going with double ISO played by Cancer and Montic, Pisces T22, I'm Brett Tank in the E5 alongside Chimpanzee, and Chariot, Toyota Time the Thickest Light, and RN's going to get A first, and we are here. Oh, that's why, because Boone, or the second team of Feast, capping B with a TD instead of a medium. And we got A first for RN. Toyota Time taking some hits while spotting up, but the information will be enough. Boone, we have slight hit point advantage, and they're going to make a push here. And RN defending very passively at the back, but Boom making some good shells into Chariot is taking a double tap, triple tap. Oh, quadruple tap? No. Reset this Drake. And RN going to rotate to C. RN still with a hit point cap advantage, not the hit point pool advantage. Boone, are they going for a cap reset on A? If they go cap reset on A, actually, Boone will have cap advantage, but Boone are ignoring the cap, potentially. The E5's there in loads of trouble. Oh my goodness me. The D5, the V5's RN, how are they going to respawn to this situation? Boone can just push in, and RN, their E5s need to stay alive for an absolute amount of time, I don't know, X amount of time. Mr. President take a double tap. They need to focus fire. Brett Tank. No, not going for the T22. My goodness me. Mr. President has lower health. And Chimpanzee is running away. Iron Brett Tank is not long for this world. Oh, he's actually going for Boon Trap. I don't know. But on the other hand, our end making rotation, hit point pool, it's actually not that far behind. Nuke Power getting shot. And Cancer making a bad bounce onto Nuke Power, needs to stop that from happening. Completely ignoring Alpha Omega, which I think is a good choice, and Nuke Power has a lot of firepower. Nightbot is weird, I agree. I need to change that before the Immortal stream. Hello, too many IS4s. That's why I like E5. And our N with actually the hit point pool lead now, Alpha Omega down to 1 shot, 2 shots potentially, and he's not long for this world. IS4 a big role into that. Pepperoni, the T22, our N still hanging on. Pisces down to 10 hit points. This is going to be tantalizingly close. Pisces need to be careful. He doesn't want to get killed. Boom trap, both of them bounces one another. Our end shutting down peak performance potentially. No, they shut down Pisces. Boone shut down Pisces. They're going for Pepperoni instead, ignoring peak performance. They're trying to go for peak performance. Boone might be coming out of this on top. They still have double T22s up on the field. They need to kill at least one of them. Is Montic able to kill one of them? Oh no, he doesn't have enough gun depression. Pepper just manages to sneak in to safety. Oh, Montic won. His shot effectiveness. Oh, a bounce. Oh, bounce into boot trap. So many bounces happening going there. This is going to be close. Our end with more hit point, cap points here. This is going to be close. And puts a good share in the boot trap. Montic. My goodness me. If they get A. Oh my god, peak performance bounces onto Montic one. This is so close. Let's head on to Montic. No, our Cancer. No, and Cancer. Oh god. Oh goodness me. Goodness me, they need to kill one tank, and that means they could win this one. They just need one kill. One single kill. No, Montic won. Oh god. Oh my god, this is close. Montic one needs to survive. And Aaron gets the first round. Oh my god. 1,000 cap points. What a game that was for our Anne. What? This is so close. Oh god. I'm speechless totally. Our Anne, that was... What a game, Boone. That was a... What a performance that was. I mean, Aaron could have lost this. The T22 unable to kill Montic one. No, is it Montic? Yeah, Montic one, and that could have been a cost. Could have proven costly here. Oh god. My goodness me. This is... Oh... I'm living for this one. She definitely delivering the goods here. Well done. I feel I need to take a deep breath. Dropping a T22. Pepper going for Vickers like this time, but Boon Trap is going for T22. Alpha Omega in the E5, Mr. President and the IS4 alongside Where GG, Nuke Power in the T8, and Winter Fox in the E5. And on the Iron side, we have Cancer in the IS4 alongside Virgo and Chariot. No, Chariot in the E5 instead, alongside Chimpanzee. I have Brett Sagan 215B Pisces in the Vickers Light alongside Toyota Time. This is the lineup for you. Oh, so close. My goodness me. Oh my god. Oh, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Second game. On Vineyards. Holy macro. Holy macro. Holy macro. The only question is why C is not yet capped. Because Spin's trying to go for kills. They don't want to go for caps, which I think is a good idea when you want to finish off the tanks as soon as possible. And C would be a little bit trivial in this case. I could see why. You definitely see me slagging a lot of teams trying to go too much for caps. Toyota Time ignoring the cap and going for a spot. Is he going to spot anything? He's not going to spot anything. He's not even going up the ridge. He's full of Alpha Omega. Oh my goodness me. Will he get a shot? He is in some sort of trouble. He is going to run away safely. Boon, are they rotating? I think they're rotating. Boon Trap Pepper going for C instead. Boon. Oh, this is nothing here. And that could mean if I go down here, Alpha Omega in loads of trouble. IS4 potentially as well. I mean, if you can go over here as well. Yeah, you can see why these heavy tanks, if RN go and decap A, this is going to be a big trouble. And I mean, they did spot up 2-8. You can give credit to that. But if RM realize this information, these heavy tanks will be in loads of trouble. Boon capturing C as well. Hit points in favor of Boon actually, so they have both cap lead and hit point pool lead, but not for long because Winter Fox is there. Chimpanzee is going to cap A and receives a reset from Winter Fox. Toyota Time needs to put a good shell, but bounces onto Winter Fox. But Winter Fox is going to keep on resetting. Chimpanzee resets again. Toyota Time needs to put a good shell in there. Oh, showing the backside of Winter Fox. Chimpanzee not able to cap A, unfortunately. Put a track shell into Winter Fox. He is very important. I forgot how to go back to the pre-cap mode. This means RN's not able to get a cap lead here. Without hit point pool lead, that's where RN in some sort of trouble. Chop corrected me about that. Stop being picky, please. I'm joking. Is he having ping issues? Oh, Mr. President. Oh my goodness me, did he crash? Did he crash? Oh my goodness me, what the heck is happening? Mr. President! Mr. President! Oh my god, you need to get safe. Oh my god, we need someone to escort you. Oh my goodness me, that could have changed a lot of things. I think Mr. President crashed. This is not good at all. Not a single tad good at all. Yes, I could see that Mr. President caught it on the stream totally. PN, oh my god, if you didn't crash, it could have gone other way. And our end would be striding into this one. They have they need to put up a lot of things here. RM with 3k of hit point advantage here. That crash proved to be costly for Boone. Oh, I feel sorry for them. If it wasn't for Mr. President, they could have won this one, to be honest with you. And oh no! Oh, Boone actually won by caps. What? Okay. Oh my goodness me! I completely missed that. They won by caps. Oh, getting 2 caps. Boone, that was a Pyrrhic victory. Oh my goodness me. Mr. President, that crash didn't prove to be a costly mistake. It proved it was the 2 cap lead for Boone. That was to be the winning move for Boone. And I hope they wouldn't tilt them, because that could have been a big tilt factor for them. Oh my god. What am I seeing? This is Asia 7. This is entertaining. Very entertaining. Clan Wars at its best, really. For the streamers, for the commentators, really good piece of match to commentate on. We are on Oasis Palms. If I can, should I bring you the map? That's not do so. Oasis Palms, basically, if you want to get the cap lead, cap control, go for the A and B. Map control, go for C. The desert, really good terrain there to work. If you have cap lead over to C, then you're in for a treat, because it's difficult to rotate, and if enemies want to rotate, you get spotted at a pretty far position. So, usually what enemies do is they rotate at the same time, capture B sneakily, and hope that the rotating squad didn't take too much of a hit, though. While now let's announce the lineups here. Alpha Mega in the 268, Boontrap in the E5 alongside Nuke Power, Winter Fox. Mr. Person is back with IS4 where Gigi, Pepperotti in the Biggest Light RN with IS4 played by Cancer Virgo, Iron Brett taking D215B, Chimpanzee in the Mouse Sagittarius will be playing E5 alongside Chariot, and we have a T22 medium played by Toyota Time. RN with solid hit point advantage here. Let's head down to Pepperotti and see if he's going to spot up tanks. Our N going mostly to A and B, no one looking at C. Is he going to spot up tanks crossing? He isn't going to spot up tanks, he's going to run away. And Boone also going a bit to A and B, but looking very, very hard on C. While Chariot. Oh, Mr. President is spotted. Virgo trying to do 1v1 against Mr. President. Mr. President is going back a bit. Okay, we're going to see a push for RN going for A. And it's a bounce from Chariot into Mr. President. Another bounce scored by President into Cancer. President is definitely the President. You're not going to penetrate that, okay? You're not going to kill the President, because this is capital. It's a criminal. It's a crime. Oh, Cancer! Oh no, he overextended, dropping a lot of hit points at the start. Our end is that tilt at on effect, but Boontrap getting a hit. Chariot also receiving a hit. Never leave a base. I agree. It happened to my team a lot of times, and they complain a lot when we leave a base alone. Alpha Mega misses onto Chariot. Oh, Chariot. Pepperotti. Oh, let's look at that. Spotted already. Our N are going to begin rotation. You're going to see a bit of rotation. Let's go back to here. This is not looking good for RN at all. Toyota Time on C. He's going to cap C. That will put a lot of cap pressure, but look at RN's forces. Chariot horribly horribly aggressive and isolated, and I don't think he needs to go down, and that's what he's going to do. A good idea. Put a good HE shell into Luke Power. Sagittarius, on the other hand, is getting rushed by 3 tanks. Not for this long for this world. Where's the reactive armor, and what happened to my stream? It's jittering. Oh, so down to 1-shot, Cancer down to 1-shot potentially, and Brettang sniping at the back, not the best idea. And wrapping around the Boon's forces, this is so close, too close to call. Oh, Toyota time is going to receive a shot into the 268. Good, gets a good track shot. Oh, but receive a TD shell from Alpha Omega, bounces onto Alpha Omega as well. And they look very, very nervy. And he finishes off Alpha Omega. He needs to stay calm. And this is looking to be a big brawl over here. Chariots showing the backside of the Boon's forces. Boon might be looking to win this one in the end. Toyota time coming in. I don't think Aaron's going to win this one potentially. Oh, a good track shot. And he's finally down. I am Brettang. Oh, sat at the back for far too long. Should have come in and support the IS-1 and the E5 because that's the very, very obvious focus fire for Boon. They don't really need exceptional focus fire. It's no-brainer here. And I am Brettang. Is finally down. Chimpanzee's the last man standing. That win in the second game tilted our end horribly, and our end could have finished it off, but that second game proved to be a big morale deboost. I don't know if there's a better word for that, but Boon are going to the finals for the first time this season. My goodness me, this is unbelievable. What on earth? Well done to Boon. Congratulations, well deserved. That's that game. Very, very good. Our N2 and 5B I think is a sinner here. Really, if he moved in to help Virgo and Sagittarius. I mean, yeah, you did 2.13, but you could have actually made that Virgo and Sagittarius get done a little bit more, and that could have made a difference. And try to shield your tanks as well. That could have made a big difference, I would say. Oh my goodness me, well done to Boon. Mr. President, you don't have to worry about losing. You don't have to worry about the crash. You did well. Don't cry, really. Be happy, really. So I think we are not going to stream Aaron for now. It's going to be Boon in the finals. Do we have results on the other hand as well? Oh, GV 2-1 against Kang. Oh, Kang is knocked out by GV. GV actually making a really good run here. Are they going to finish first tonight? We'll see. But Boon looking very, very strong. RN would not be getting. If I can switch that to you. RN will be playing against Kang in the match for 3rd place. GV against Boon in the finals. I think we're going to stream GV against Boon, and that means I'm going to remove this. For now, if I can also input that into my Python, that would be really good. Just wait for a second, please. And there we go. Not a lot to update. So now GB is in the 2nd spot with 12,126 cups. Our N dropping down to 3rd position with 12,088 cups. Boon rising up the table, now in 6th place with 10,599 cups. King, if they finish third, they can leapfrog over Exarth and get the top 8 spot for tonight. Is Footage still streaming? He should be streaming GV against King for you guys. If it's not, then he's mistaken. Oh my gosh. So because it was a tiebreaker map, so let's actually, for those who just joined in for this final stage, final map, you are not watching RN at the moment. RN is knocked out, has been knocked out from the semi-finals, and they're going to face King in this match for 3rd place. Just to brief again, the previous skill tournaments format is all games are best of 3. The tournaments is run in groups of single division knockout stage with a 3rd place match per group, and the single elimination knockout stage means that if you lost in the quarterfinals or earlier, then you're done for tonight. The tournament is seeded via the average win rate of members in the team, and that information can be found on the website instead of game. The game isn't accurate. At the end of the tournaments, a certain number of cups are given to the clan that the team is registered for, and that the number of clans will determine the leaderboard position, in which the top 8 of that will advance to the next stage, to the next round, the Blitz Cup preliminaries, where top 4 get and share the $50,000 prize pool for Asia's server. We are on the 2nd day, and all games are played in supremacy mode. Cups, final stage, we already have handed out 677 cups and 490 cups for teams, and now we're going to see who is going to get 2011 cups, and that will put that clan in a really solid position in the top 8. At the end of the stream, you'll see me using the system at all, taking into account the tiebreaker situation. Timeline, we are on the 2nd match day, 5th to 6th of September. Here are the remaining match days. They are held on every Tuesday or Wednesday, and every Saturday or Sunday. All streams will be held on the 2nd day of the previous tournaments. Leaderboard, the top 8 will advance to the Blitz Cup preliminaries. There are 4 dates for that: 5th, 7th, 9th, and 11th. Top 4 advance to the Blitz Cup. And the Asia server, the date will be 28th to 29th of November. We're going to wait for around 9 minutes until the final stage. This is the right time. All time is given in Hong Kong time, GMT +8. Time now in the UK is 1, and the time is if the time is written as it is. In Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, China, Malaysia, the Philippines, Brunei, Western Australia, East Timor, I suppose, Mongolia, parts of Russia. Yes. Did I miss anyone here? You might notice it's not on the stream. It's going to be different because I have imposed a 5-minute delay, so the time will be 5 minutes later as written. Bracket. Let's not go into that. Roster. Nope. Coverage. Footage splits should be streaming the finals now. I'll be joining footage splits very soon. While I'm not streaming RN anymore, I'll be streaming the finals match, GB against Boon. Leaderboard for you: GV in the 2nd place, 12,126 cups. They can go for a finish in the 1st place if they win against Boon in the finals. How to get coins? If you're watching on the YouTube, don't watch on YouTube. Follow the steps. Go to asia.wordpress.com, log into your account, click the tab Tournaments at the top of the screen, scroll down, click Current tab under All Tournaments heading, and click on the video button, and you will get coins. I'll leave the screen for a few minutes so that you know how to do it, and I'll put a link directly to the portal for you. Oh, go. That's the wrong pose. No, that's wrong. Okay, looks to have good focus fire for GV. Thanks for spoiling a bit. I'll leave the screen. If you are not on the portal watching this, then follow the following steps and you'll be fine. I have put a link in the chat, so click on the link. That will take you directly, and just have to do the 6th step potentially, and you will have it. Oh my god, the spam, that means the message got deleted. Oof. Okay, Nightbot working. That's good. Ruby's up. Oh, see, Young Kuhn is in the chat. And let me do something in the back end. Up to the finals. No, sorry. Oh, Fujin is streaming, that's good. There we go, boom! Boone going for what map is this? Middelburg. Oh, I hate Middelburg. Because there is a big dead zone. You don't go to city. Just don't, please. Don't go everyone to city, because usually it's not good for defending. Very easy to rotate. These kind of very straight but long corridors mean that you might get shot from everywhere. Simply, when the enemies try to rotate and create 2 for more, that's not ideal at all. That's why a lot of players would like to go C, just get some cat lead and maybe put 1 or 2 light tanks to get hold of A and B. But you need to be careful if you're the only light tank on A and B, because if the enemies know this information, then they can rush you on the other side. So you need to play really, really carefully. What I'd like to do is that you get one base is good. You don't really need the other unless you don't really need the other, and then you can try to just go deep into the crater, spot them up, and try to distract them to rush them to you. That means the other side can just push in, kill all the tanks, then you're fine. Yep. Right, that's all for you guys. There we go. Boone, 2 and 5B played by Alpha Omega, Boone Trap in T22, Mr. President in the IS4, Double E5 played by Nuke Power and Winter Fox, Pepperotti in the Vickers Light, and Rare GG were playing the second IS4. GV going with Berlin and the IS4 alongside Congo and Montpellier. I think that's a city in France, and it's It's not the right spelling. Without the R in the middle, I think Montpellier. Can anyone who speaks French verify my pronunciation? I probably might have butchered that. Montpellier, Moscow, in the E5. Professor in T22, Rome in the Vegas Lights. What's a meat shield? I don't know. It's a deal for you. Love that emoji. That's done. Reset the scoreline. No one reminded me. Please constantly remind me to reset the scoreline. Luckily, it didn't happen to me today. So far. We still have Immortals that are going to stream tonight, so go ahead. I'll be streaming through the bracket, so if Immortals got knocked out, it's still fine. Yeah. Before I do that, I need to remove some of that. I'll do that. 3, 2, 1, there we go. Have to remove this thing. It's not RN anymore. Okay, the left side would be GV, right side would be Boon. Okay, so if you don't know what's going on here, left side is GV, right side is Boon for the scoreline. Here we go. Where is everyone going here? Boon. 1E5, Winter Fox going for day, GV, having everyone to the mountain. Both T20s got spotted, no Sheridans. Rome trying to get B, but Boon will get A first. Boon will get the cap lead unless GV decides to push in and Professor's going to get C. I think with little contest in the moment. I mean, Winter Fox, I don't think he has crossfire into that. He's going to get C without any contest, I think. Oh, Alpha Omega came in too late. GV will have cap lead for now. They have hit point advantage as well. This is going to be hard. Boon, they need a rotation. This is going to be a tough one to call. GV, they just need to say save. B, if someone's going to get B, GV can make a rotation quickly. And they already made someone to defend B. Boon. Oh, I think the mediums and lights are going to meet one another soon. My goodness me, this is going to be hard. Pepperotti. Did he spot Professor or is it someone else? Probably Boon Trap, but I think that's a miss. How about the other side? GB still holding a really good horizontal straight line. If you can see it from this perspective, look at them. Very formidable front line, except Congo at the back. Hey, Sedan, how are you? Professor, getting spotted. Moscow taking some hits. Oh, Professor, is he isolated? Is he isolated? These two tanks are not going for Professor right now, but GV know where they are. Rome at the very far back. What is he doing here? Oh, he's going to get a crossfire. Shoot! Boon tries to rush Professor. But time is taken against Boon. They need to make a rotation as soon as possible before it's too late. Berlin going down to do something about Boon. Oh, GV, they are rotating away and going for the city instead. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Oh, Boon, they have good position. GV, that rotation. Oh, I got good reading from Boon. Oh my goodness me. GV, that rotation got completely outspotted by Boon. And now they don't have their hit point per advantage. They still have cap lead. Boon rushing, putting everyone into that. They need to kill as much as possible. They need to get B. Yes, they're going for B. But GV, they have more than 3k of hit point disadvantage. Pepperotti getting out of this. GV at least need to kill one tank. Boom! Spearheading. No, that's Nuke Power spearheading this. Alpha Mega going for Vietnam. Oh, Vietnam's going to be in loads of trouble. And still hit points in favor of Boon. Cap points in favor of GV. Time is ticking. Time is ticking. They need to kill Moscow as soon as possible. They ignore C completely. They don't have a cap stop. They have no caps at the moment. They need to kill all the tanks. They can't simply kill just Moscow. They need to kill everyone. And they killed Moscow. They have swung the hit points back into favor. Mr. President, is he going to kill Montpellier? Montpellier. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, they need to get B. C is completely ignored, where GG is completely isolated. Professor's going to go down to where GG. Boom, first game. What a game. Oh, GV. That rotation. I think they are just simply unlucky, and Boone just simply pushed at the right time and turned just enough to completely catch Jimmy off guard here. And oh my goodness me, well played to Boone, really well played. Oh my goodness me, that's simply one of the best games I've ever seen so far. Boone, ho ho ho. Oh my hollow sugar baby. Oh gosh. Oh my god. It's just fallen into the trap. Boom, what a good trap. Oh my gosh. Mad Dogs, you need your throne is going to be in loads of danger. Watch out. Joking. I know you're a really good leader. But Boom! Oh my god, they're playing really well. Oh my goodness me. I really want to see Feast versus Spoon, who is going to win. GV. Now going with quadruple wise fools, played by Berlin, Vietnam, Congo, Moscow is in the E5 instead, Montpellier in the IS4, Professor in the T22, Rome in the Vegas Lights, 3 spectator spots, so definitely they have fixed the issue with the spectators. That's good. Manila spectating in the I don't know. Siang Kun is spectating this side as well. I've Cha spectating Peak Perform in the spectating as well. Alpha Omega 215B, been trapped in the T22, Mr. President, IS4, Nuke Power E5 alongside Winter Fox, Pepperotti, Vegas Light, where GG in the IS4, second game, Middleburg, what's going to happen, we'll see. My god, GV versus Spoon. Boone is going up again, but Winter Fox is going to get B at the start. GV going down to the city area. Are they going for ignoring? Are they going to ignore A entirely? They are actually ignoring. Look at them, look at them, look at them. Oh dear, oh dear. Winter Fox, if he realizes this. Oh man, this is going to go really horrible. Winter Fox running away, dropping the reactive farm, got tracked. Boo, they need to come in, save Winter Fox, hashtag save Winter Fox. Winter Fox all tracked once again, there's no more consumables remaining. Boon, already one tank down, this is going from bad to worse for Boon. GV, that push, oh that was good, but Boon with a one tank disadvantage, how are they going to play? Where GG very isolated at the moment, he needs to be really careful. They need to kill off one tank first. Burn wrapping around the force of GV. Map control, they have a bit of map control, but not in terms of hit points and also the tanks and the caps. I don't know how Boone's going to play in this situation. This is going to be a tough nut to crack of nuke power. Is he going to go in Mount Montpellier? Taking a bit of hit there. Is where GG going to get pushed? Where GG is going to get pushed? Yes, he's going to get pushed. Oh no, I think GV are going to have this in the bag, potentially. They don't want the caps, they really need to get the tanks out as soon as possible. Montpellier is going to get a focus from Burn, and they got Montpellier, where GG, how is C still alive for some reason? Moscow might be the next focus for them. Oh, he got Congo. Congo is the next focus for Burn, actually. Good idea, and Burn coming up in terms of focus fire. Moscow, no, the GV actually, oh, good bounce from Berlin to Berlin from I don't know, but focus fire wise, Berlin has much better focus fire. Moscow is potentially the next tank down, where GG finally did. Took GV way too long to kill that tank. 3 versus 5. GV are throwing this totally. Look at the other side. Boon 2 versus 1 against that professor, and 3 versus 2 for GV here. 1 versus 1 there. Oh dear, whoever kills the professor will win this one. Oh, professor killed Boontrap. They still have the caps though, still not over yet. Boon might be losing this if they are not careful enough. They need to get caps. Vietnam might be oh, he got destroyed by nuke power. Professor, that 1 versus 1. Oh no, that was a miss. But you can't blame them for that. Good kill into Professor! Oh, nuke power, nuke power. He needs to stay alive, he needs to stay alive. Oh, good track from Mr. President into nuke power. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and he ran away. Oh no, GV won that. Oh my goodness me. Been tried really hard. The focus fire really, really amazing there. But just losing Winter Fox proved to be a costly mistake. Oh. Can't say I enjoy this one much. I don't know if you're complimenting my stream or you're complimenting Bean's interception onto GV's rotation. Bean, they must be proud of this. They don't need to be sad about this. Technically, GV should have this in the bag, and Boon, they must be proud of themselves coming out on top of this. Don't worry, I mean, everyone has nerves. That T22 1 versus 1, 1 versus 2 situation. Just focus on this game. I think you have this. I think GV, get the right focus fire. Really, not taking you that long to kill the ice was a mistake. Really, that push onto ice was good idea, but took you too long to kill that, really. Let's see, this is so... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry to hear, actually. Commentator, not good. Oh. Please tell me what I need to improve. That would be really good for me to improve in the future. Did I... Somebody give me code in funds. Normandy, we hear GV. Quadruple IS4 played by Congo, Montpellier, Vietnam, and Berlin. Double T20s played by Professor Rome, Moscow, and the E5. Boon side, we have Alpha Omega in the 2 and 5B, Mr. President, and the IS4 alongside where GG, Boontrap, E5 alongside Winter Fox. Is it? And Luke Power as well. Paparazzi and the Vegas Light.
I assume a lot of play in the middle because that's where you get a lot of spots in. Come on, come on. Come on, it's working, yes. And they're going for C, C and D will be caps that a lot of players will go for at the start. Pepperotti is going to get spot. Not he's going the other way spot. This is interesting. He's spotted up Moscow. He's going to put a shell. Doesn't matter. He got the information up. That's fine. They got C. Hashtag save Winter Fox. Yes. Where is Winter Fox? Yeah, he's good. He's good. And Boom's drawing up a good front line here. Some jitter going on with my stream. That's not ideal. Montpellier getting D, but no one resetting A. That means GV will have cap lead. It's once again GV will have cap lead. Boon. Are they going for rotation? Boon, reactive armor, already a push. I don't think their forces are quick enough to rotate because now they're going in one by one. GV, I think, are ready for that. This could be a bad call for for Boon potentially. GV needs to get the right focus fire. Montpellier is very low nuke power. Winter Fox dropping reactive armor at the same time. At the right time, what am I saying? And the first tank down, Montpellier is the first tank down, nuke power is down as well, hit point, it's very close to call. Pepperotti is trying to get out of this. If he gets tracked, he might be in all sort of trouble. And Professor is trying to chase Pepperotti, but he got a lot of hits while chasing, where GG is going to kill Professor down. Oh! Big miss into Professor, and hit point still too close to call. Pepperotti needs to stay alive, he's still in a very tricky situation. And Pepperotti is down, Professor is down. It's going to be 5 versus 4 for GV. This is too close to call. Is Alpha Omega able to get Berlin? He manages to get Berlin, but where GG is horribly isolated. Look at him getting nudged by by Vietnam and Rome. He couldn't get Rome in the end. Alpha Omega dropping the reactive armor maybe at the right time. Very crucial moment to drop the reactive armor. GV going for Alpha Omega. Oh, it's 3 versus 2. This is horrendously hard, Mr. President. It's the focus for GV. Bounces onto Moscow. That's a crucial bounce. Oh, another bounce onto Moscow. Boom. I think they're going to lose this one. My goodness me. Mr. President. Oh no. GV, well done to you. I mean, you're completely ready for that push for Boon. That push was simply too premature. I mean, the tanks are not there yet. They haven't arrived. And Eva really needed a charge, so I think that was a very scrupled rush there. And what a kill onto Moscow, but Boontrap is going to die. Third game going for GV. Congratulations to GV, well done. Wow. I have no words for this. This is so intense. Oh my god. Catch my breath. Gosh. Oh my god. What a night that was. Really, thank you. Asia server for bringing in the goods. What a night that was. So many exciting games. Yeah, Spoon is the subgroup of Feast. Yep. GV 2-1 against Spoon, RN 2-0 against King, and there we go. Oh my god. Oh. GV unable to get first for tonight actually. Feast will still come on to the first place actually.
Oh my. Right, yeah, still watching. Okay, so at the same time, I'll be streaming Immortals tonight. Hope to see all their. Oh, that's not the right. Let me remove this. Aaron's not playing, so that's good. GV, congratulations to GV. That third win was really good indeed. Oh, let me update this. Oh my god, this is it. For you guys, lounge here. Let's actually see if I use my system, how would it change the table? Let's do it now. We're going to see a difference. Let's compare. Feast 395 GV, not close behind. 386 RN 335, Build 225. Top 8, I think it's different. King going in instead of XR, I think. Yeah, instead of XR, Build is actually in the 4th from using my system actually. ID down to 6th with 196 points. XR. Okay, XR at the 8th position, so I don't know. Oh, let me change that as well, I forgot. It's GV21 against Bood and RN 2-0 against King. Right. Oof. GG's everyone. Let's see if we have moderators coming in and we can have a chat. Gosh. Okay, to actually cool down myself, I will show you a replay from Enderman, one of our moderators for tonight. So thank you all the moderators for
9 the 50B.
Oh, come on, stop for moderating this. So thank you very much for your kind help. Let's think. Come on. Where's the game? He's in a smasher, something that we don't like. Yes, he's going for C, isn't it? Enderman in a smasher. goodness me, I hate to see that Winter Fox. Would that be nullified again, the results? For just commenting. As you want to take a lot of hits while sniping there. Oh, but he's going to put a good shell into P43. Oh, no, that was unlucky. P43 got really lucky not to get punished. Oh, you might get punished by SU100Y. Not yet. You went AFK. I mean, the team is already separated into 2 squads here. And a good shell into, what is it? P43 tear. Good. Oh, the bounce! Oh, Smasher! The RNG is not with you. Innerman, you must write a ticket to Wargaming to address the issue because you should have penetrated some of your shots. And VK already getting a bit salty here. Innerman! Innerman! Write a ticket, please. Write a ticket. Oh my god. There we go, finally. I think it was almost hit the dirt thing there. Oh, good shell into T29, timed that perfectly, good. Then gradually, but his platoonmate is going to go down very soon. It's Matt and a grave digger. Oh, he's finally down. Good shell into T4485, a max throw, and that was very crucial indeed. Oh, T29 going for that. Wow, what a big shell into T29. That was good indeed, yeah. I agree with the crew. Oh, another bounce. They don't have a lot of cavalry. They need to get as many tanks as they can, and hopefully the light tank there would be able to. He's trying to shield that Tiger one. Good idea. He's going to put a good shell here. Good shell into MROT. P43 tear is going to get killed by VK28. Oh yeah, it's just the case. The enemy still have 2 caps. Time is ticking against them. They really need to kill that KV1S. He's going to put an HE shell there. Oh no, he's turning around just in time, but his lower plate is actually penetrable. So Innerman killed that KV1S. Congratulations, yeah. Is that a mastery? That's a mastery. Well done, Innerman. But still write a ticket to Wargaming for those bounces. You don't deserve that, really. Right, do we have anyone? Oh, hello, Innerman and the deal for the...
Hi, yo.
Hi there, both of you.
Hello.
Right. Oh my god, that was a really big... that was a really big night for the... One of the...
You just showed my replay, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. It was... Oh, it was a big game. I mean, a big night for the clans. I mean, big game as well. And I said it on the stream that you need to write to Wargaming about those bounces there.
Yeah. I guess you saw my comments about the maps. I tried to follow up for them, but we had the delay, so you might be late.
Wait, did
But
I
really-
notch? Oh my god, did I
Yeah.
Oh Jesus me! Oh, sorry. You go. I think I didn't change the overlay while showing a replay.
Never mind.
Oh, I'm going to show you. Show that again tonight. Then.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
jeez.
gosh.
Regional common break. A little
Yeah.
bit. For me, playing such not overpowered tank at all.
Yeah, I could hear my voice in a bit. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I don't know. Well, what do you guys think about tonight? Let's talk about GV versus Boone. Like 3 matches, first game. Oh my god, that rotation from GV got completely read by Boone and that trap there. Boone made a big trap and GV's while rotating, they were showing the back and side towards the Boone and it was like, no, you're not going to rotate. Get out. What do you guys think about that first match though? Intimate and the deal for you.
Is it now better?
Yeah, I think I can't hear myself. Oh no, I can hear a bit, but it's fine. Hopefully. No, the deal for you. You're muted here, but what's your comment?
There was so many matches. I was trying to learn the teams because I'm not familiar with the Asian server, unfortunately.
Right.
What I did notice though is that the gameplay breaks down really fast and turns into vicious focus fires and brawls.
Yeah, I agree.
And that seems to be throughout the board. So honestly, the thing that stood out to me in the matches that I watched with GV was their focus fire it almost won them the game because they just seemed to outperform their opponents just by that little bit. And I think that was the key to their success tonight anyhow.
Right. But I mean, we're talking about the first game, GV against Boone, and GV lost the first game actually, and I think that was, if you still remember correctly, the finals, the first match.
Oh yeah, that was the first one where, it's weird because in this situation, it's almost like nerves work the other way. Like, you would think that you would be nervous and make mistakes right at the start.
Yeah.
And the first match seemed to be the most calculated one. It was the one that took a little bit to play out and was precise with the pushes. And it was just really interesting after the second match. So just like I said, I don't know,
Right. Enderman, what are your thoughts about the first game of Middleburg?
Well, I guess it was just red, and you know that I'm from you server, and everyone who tries to leave the hill of the Middleburg like that gets punished in like a second, and that's what Boone did. And
No, that's
the second game.
No, that was the first game. Boone won that in the end. Oh yeah, you said.
Yeah,
Boone
I know.
Yeah.
No, the Boone punished them, for that mistake, because I don't know. Okay, the first IS4 who passed the church, it was okay, but the second one got to the right, then to the left near the stone, got spotted, got burned.
Yeah.
Well, why? And the second game for us on EU, usually if you play the heal, the light tank spots the movement, and if he does not see anyone going up to the C, he just do not take the B, and that's why Boone got caught, because they sent the E5 on the boost, so without the boost he just cannot run away.
Yeah.
And the GV just caught them. On that. They just rushed, got one tank, got 2 points, and I'm surprised that they even was in a point of losing this.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well.
Well,
I think it was them trying to kill the ice fall, but took them too long for that, and I think that was the second game there. And that was a 2 versus 1 situation happening on the other side. I didn't catch it on my stream, but it was 2 mediums versus T22. Well, I think it was a T22 Vegas Light against a T22 for GV, and that tank for GV won that flank for them, and it was very important. Otherwise, Boone would have won that completely. And the deal for real, do you see anything about the second match? Hello?
Well, what I have just noticed is that coming to the finals,
yeah,
I'm like thinking that everyone lagged on those 3 games. Because
really?
when I was watching the first games right at the start of the stream,
Yeah,
I was so like everything is okay. But coming to the finals,
yeah.
there was so much bounces, so much like getting caught on the tracks, so much
Yeah.
like I don't know chaotic usage of a joystick. I don't know. That was the look of lagging.
Yeah.
Like the president in Vineyards got like crashed, as I got it correctly.
Yeah, I caught it on the stream.
Yeah, and actually about the Vineyards, the RN would have won this if they would just killed the E5 on the spawn, and then easy GG.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah,
But
they lost
just
by
left
caps.
it there. Yeah, they just left it there. Vickers drove away. E5 got like without half HP, and they just went through the boom, went through their spawn while RN was farming damage on the president,
Right.
and just took the base A back and
Yeah.
just killed everyone and winning by the points. Cup rules.
And yeah, I mean, I think if they left that E5 there, I mean, Winter Fox there without putting a shell there, probably I don't think that's the case. If they did it, I could command their effort because that's very sportsman-like. And Fujit's there, deafened. Please undeafen yourself. Blah blah blah. Right, but
Most probably he does not hear you because his headphones
Deafened.
are off as well.
Yeah, he's definitely as well. The deal for real. What are your comments on that second match? We still haven't we still haven't got your input from the GV against Boone Middelburg. The second match. Where?
Go ahead. Where?
Good morning.
Just the match in general. I thought you were gonna be more.
No.
specific.
I'm going to be
okay.
more specific. The second game in the finals. Middelburg GV against Boone.
Yeah. I again, to me, it's just the strats are so different than what I'm used to watching. So it's hard for me to pick up the gameplay because I can't really tell kind of what either team is trying to accomplish because, like I said, to me, it just the structure it seems to break down and turn out into focus fires, and I really, I have a hard time focusing on what's going on with this meta right now is the problem that I'm running into anyways. So I would have to revisit that one to go for the specifics, but I believe was it the one where they had the tanks kind of trapped on the edge of town there? Was that the second match there?
Yeah, with Winter Fox, I said #save Winter Fox there.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, wow. I saw the shot across the town, the tunnel, or driveway. I don't know what do you call it, the alleyway.
Loads of the corridors. I don't know.
Yeah. For the kill there. And at the end, and that was such a crucial shot, man. So again, like I said, it's just the little things are turning to make the biggest differences in a lot of these matches.
Right. Well, thanks for your input. Hello, Fudget. He is here with me in the moderators lounge. Hello.
Hello. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing fine, and you?
Not too bad. I got attacked by a wasp.
Oh, God.
Halfway through the final.
Oh, no, that's bad. Hopefully it didn't get caught on stream, and that would be funny.
No, it kind of did, but it was we were waiting for the final to kick off, so it was all okay in the end.
Okay.
But, wow, what a final!
What a final! What a final! Hello, Sugar Baby as well. What a really big final. Let's talk about the tiebreaker match for GV against Northeast is Boone. That push from Boone, that was very, very premature. I'm not sure if it's because that E5 crashed, and in the end that means he is forced to rush. And Boone, initially they didn't lose too much, but I think the Vickers Light could have been the issue there. But Shao Boone waited a bit in rushing, that could have worked for them. But let's see.
Well, I think losing Mr. President, was it Mr. President they lost?
Yeah.
In the E5 to being logged out or lag or whatever, really wasn't helpful, because had that not have happened, there would have been an extra tank on the field to help out with that push around that area, which would have made a difference. It really would have made a difference. It may not have made a difference to the game, as in the outcome, because by that stage, GV was still on a lot more base points in any event. And, Mr. President was still had a lot of health, but GV were by that game, the third game, their focus fire had got a lot better. What I took from it all, to be honest with you, is I thought GV were very lucky in the second game on Middleburg. To be fair, I thought I agree. Boone played Middleburg second game exceptionally well. Especially considering they lost Winter Fox very early.
Down to
not
two
because of Winter Fox, it wasn't his fault. Nobody who plays this game at tournament level would expect 4 IS4s to come hurtling down the middle, completely ignoring the A cap. Like that. So, Winter Fox was caught off guard, and I think the entire clan, the entire team of Boone were. But their reaction to that being caught off guard was very good, very good indeed. I mean, where GG holding that corner for as long as he did, and Alpha trying to come in hit point share, it was theirs to take. They really could have taken that game. And it was just very unlucky for Boone. And in the first 2 games on Middleburg, I thought GV's focus fire wasn't that good, to be fair. Boone were the better team.
Bro. Oh, shut up.
Your turn.
No, I do think something that had to do with it was like the moment GV capped the A base, and they spotted the IS4s already in the middle, and then they capped the D base as well. I think they might have thought there was maybe only 1 in that cap, so that they could rush it. But in fact, there were 3 there. So
I mean, I totally agree. But then if they want to rush, they can't go immediately. I think you can see it from my camera that there are so many tanks coming, still coming.
First one E5, then another, then another. Not really
horizontal straight line. They were vertical straight line coming in one by one, and I think that could have been a big mistake if GV was able to punish all of the crossing tanks. That was the deal for you. How do you think about that tiebreaker map for the finals?
I'm gonna rewatch it.
Okay. I'll leave you there.
well, because Vineyards for me is a tough. It's my least favorite tournament map. There's. It's really hard to come up with strats, in my opinion, that are foolproof on that map. It's like any little mistake you make, you can get super punished for. And I guess it was hard for me. It's just like I like to see teams be able to hold caps and hold bases and stuff.
Right.
And oh wait, the tiebreaker was on Normandy, no?
Normandy.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm thinking of another match, but I think I was thinking of the one on Fugits where they just rushed over the middle basically. Okay. Yeah, no, Normandy. Yeah, I need to rewatch that one to analyze it but you know, both teams I think played well, and then yeah, again though, like I keep saying, the focus fire though. I mean, I think that you know, in the end, the little focus fire things. I mean, even if you see at the end, when they're got the 3-on-1, one of the tanks, one of the IS4s, he still misses a shot. So,
right.
Yeah.
And it didn't help that they kept crashing and the one guy kept crashing.
In the mid, what do you think about the tiebreaker map for Normandy in the finals?
Well, I need to rewatch it again because I lost the point when Boone started to rush. Like, okay, I saw the president, I saw that they're losing president, but I thought, okay, they have the map advantage. They can spread a little bit, they can cap the points, and they can make GV rush for them and losing their tanks. But against for that, they thought like, okay, I guess. They thought like, okay, we can trade this up, let's rush. And they rushed like the defensive positions of GV and they're like completely lost.
Yeah.
I don't know, the focus fire was...
Okay, I would say it wasn't the
nothing.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't worst.
And also, Fugit, if I can correct you, about the second middle work, when the E5 got caught and like destroyed. Normally, on EU, where I'm playing, the B, if you're playing the hill, the B is capped by the light tank, or at least medium, who can spot.
No, absolutely. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. But what I think they didn't expect, because I played on Asia quite a lot, and I've never seen that strat on Asia, to be fair. And it was a fantastic move. Now I saw their chat on my stream because I was obviously going with GV, and the call was through A, don't cap, don't touch it. By the team lineup, you could see that GV were expecting them to take tanks up to C, and as soon as B popped, you could see that it really took Boone off guard. And I agree with you. I mean, on EU, we would have sent normally a light or a medium there, or cap it and get out of there, and get back into cover, because he was very isolated, was Winter Fox in the E5. But it's just that I just don't think they expected 4 IS4s to come hurtling around the corner like they did. Simple as that. I mean, it was a great move by GV. Great move.
It was a great move, but it was expected. Okay, for me, with my experience, I can expect that. If no one is touching A, they're not spot going on the C. The C is not capped, so most probably they're in the city.
That's the important thing you mentioned, because they did send their mediums and lights up, Boone, and nothing was spotted up top. So it should have dawned on them that maybe something was down when the no tank spotted up top. Maybe that reaction was a little bit slow, and maybe they were reacting or waiting for an A cap to pop, and it didn't. So it caught them off guard a little bit. But I agree with you. You know, if it would have been EU, then the warning signs were there. Nobody spotted on the enemy team of GV going up north to the C cap. Therefore, they've got to be in the city somewhere. So the alarm bells were there, but it was just totally unexpected for them on Asia.
Yeah.
Also, to add, I guess I wrote it somewhere in the chat. Throughout the stream, I just got a lot of the tactics which were brought from EU and Rus servers. And I might thinking, that Asian guys just watch the other streams and try to do the same.
Wow,
Or
it's interesting
in
to
their
say.
way.
No. It's very interesting to say that, and a couple of things that you can take from tour number 1 and tour number 2, which I think are really positive. Firstly, GV are not a team that are just for tier 8. That's now clear. Yep. They can hold their own at tier 10. Yep. And there were a lot of people thinking that they were not going to be able to hold tier 10. They're a tier 8 team. Clearly, that's not the case, number 1. Number 2, the strats are getting, and the competitiveness of the Asia server is coming on leaps and bounds. Yep. And yes, they are borrowing strats from RU and EU, but that's a bloody good thing, because we're now seeing a lot of clans on Asia really stepping up, and it's becoming more competitive, and there's lots, let's not take away from the fact that earlier today, Feast got turned over massively. I mean, massively. And Feast are quite a dominant clan. Team ID got turned over. Calm got turned over. So we're seeing some of the clans that have dominated Asia being pushed aside, and some really good clans coming up. And I love it. I think it's great for the Asian server. Fantastic. And if they steal strats from EU and RU, I don't care, as long as they keep giving us games like this. Because they've been exciting to watch.
Yeah, as long as they know what they're doing, then I'm very happy to see that Asia is getting more and more competitive.
Absolutely, it's beautiful that it's happening, because for a long time Asia has been seen quite wrongly as the sort of child under the stairs. They're there, but we don't talk about them. Now we really can talk about them, and we can say, look, guys, really.
Oh, you're lagging a bit, Fidget.
Coming along. Okay. And you're starting to see old EU and RU strats. Don't get me wrong, some of them are new, but some of them are quite old. But it's giving us excitement on the Asian server, which for a long time was missing. And I think that's just amazing to see.
Yeah, but would you call that strat on the final just Iron Fist, though?
Say again, sorry. And on Middleburg.
No, on Normandy. Sorry, Normandy.
No, it wasn't an Iron Fist.
Well, I mean, I somewhat disagree, because, I mean, at least from what I'm used to on, I don't want to speak for everybody on any server, but on NA, that's you very rarely see that kind of gameplay. Most people try to hold over the middle of the B cap. There's a lot of trading on A side, or pushing down to A, flanking with the lights or meds. And I mean, you basically just had, what was it, 4 or 5 heavies push right through the top side, and then they just incited basically incited a brawl. I mean, how is that not necessarily an Iron Fist?
Well, the way an Iron Fist would normally work in my experience on EU is that you push through and carry on pushing. You get round, you don't stop, you just keep going. And it's normally the majority of your tanks, maybe 1 or 2 holding back, but it's virtually all the tanks going the same way and just pushing straight through. And
it's almost. The point of my question was, do you think they were trying to catch them off guard?
I think what they thought on Normandy, Boone, was that the majority of their tanks were in the middle, and that, to be fair, Montpellier was isolated on the D cap, and they didn't realise there were the 2 IS-4s of Berlin and I can't remember the other one just behind, because they weren't spotted. So I think what you sort of saw there was, well, we spotted, because our Vickers have spotted some of their tanks around the B and the A cap. We can push through on the D cap with relative ease. And they did have tank advantage on that push. They had 4 against 3. But GV reacted very well from the big cap area. They turned with their E5s and made a beeline straight back. And that's where it kind of came unstuck for Boone a little bit. They lost precedent, and then their push seemed to sort of lose momentum, so to speak. Some of them went carried on straight through, and you saw that they moved down on the flanks to try and engage Berlin and the other IS4, but they came on stuck when the rotation GV came back from the BCAP area, and that's why it got into a brawl. To be fair, so I just think it was a good call. If they would have carried the momentum, it could have been different. If they wouldn't have lost president, it could have been different.
Yeah.
But GV did react very well, to be fair.
To be fair, yeah, I agree. Oh my god, I hope I didn't lose my voice for tonight because I was like shouting a lot during the. It was some really exciting night. I mean, if you also watch RN versus Boone as well, which we're going to talk in a minute, these 3 games are very exciting. However, I mean, that crash really dented Boone. However, they still managed to get the cap. I mean, managed to win by caps, which is extraordinary. But let's talk about the first game first. It's Vineyards with RN versus Boone. I couldn't really recall. I was just like so excited. Was it RN on the north side? And is it? I think that's the case. I couldn't remember exactly, but Boone applied a lot of pressure. RN dropped some hit points. However, in the end, Boone rushed in, trying to deal with the E5s and so on. And RN, their focus fire wasn't the best. But they still managed to kind of wrap around the forces of Boone, and boom, they won. I don't know what the heck has happened, but apparently I was putting my bets on Boone winning that match, but in the end it was RN. So, what do you guys think, Enderman? Right, I lost the audio. Sorry, I lost the audio. Just wait. Right.
Unfortunately, I didn't see that game because
sorry.
I was with King and GV. So.
Yeah, sorry, I lost the audio, Enderman. There you go.
Is it better now?
No, it's not because of you guys. It's just my end that you guys were speaking. There are green circles around your profile pic, but I can't seem to hear anything. So I exited and rejoined, and that solved the issue.
Okay, yeah. So now you hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, I had the idea of telling throughout the conversation, just waiting for Fujit to comment, that Fujit. I'll first mention this, and then I'll go to the vineyards. Yeah, so for me, taking the strats from the other servers is double-edged sword. Because you're taking the strats, okay, it will help you throughout the preliminaries, throughout the quarterfinals, but when you come to the finals, and then if you're coming to compete against the other clans from the other servers, it would definitely not work. You need to bring something from you, something that you individually brought to the scene to be seen. Because if you try to play something from the other server, they might just realize it like it was raid against Ace Ventura, raid against Ace Ventura a long time ago. Yeah, with this grill on EU server. When you push the grill up, you lose.
Yeah,
and it got noted like. Yeah, and it was like caught in a few moments to understand that someone is pushing grill up. Then you just rush and kill. That's all.
Yeah.
But okay, it will help you maybe on the Asian server where the competitive scene is not so let me find the correct word. So active, I would say. But coming back to the finals. On the top 4, top 8, something like that, it will not help you. And you might get failed just because of you're trying to play something which was already played and noted by others.
Yeah.
Coming back to Vineyards, yeah.
Yeah, coming back to Vineyards, that's good.
Yeah, coming back to Vineyards, I wrote some comments there. When Boom... We're speaking now about Boom versus RM, right?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay. When Boone rushed the spawn of RN, the first battle, I thought, okay, if Boone will do everything correctly now, they need to win this easily.
Yep.
Like, you minus 2 tanks, then you just turn around and go fight against the other team. And you hold the 2 caps, and you need to win this easily because you're on the high ground. But those 2 E5s from RN, they were living for so long that the other team of RN came to A, started to brawling there, and only at that moment the E5s died. And that was like completely annoying because if you rush, don't leave the tanks in your back. And if you will not end your rush correctly, you will get problems because of that. And for me, that's why Boone lost. It was the match of the comebacks because I thought, okay, Boone will win. Oh no, they are losing. Okay, they're winning. Wait, are they losing? Oh, wait. They are 3 against 2. They have 2 medium tanks. They should win. Oh, they lost. Okay, cool. Something like that. And the second vineyards, as I already said, while RN was farming the damage on the president, the Boone just rotated their tanks back to the spawn without being seen, and then they just came back to A, killed the E5, and started to demolish the other tanks. While RN was not able to see this because there was no one to spot. The Vickers left. So that was the point. And the last game, it was the Desert Sands.
No, it wasn't. It
Or the-
was
Oasis Palms.
Oasis Palms. I always mix up those 2 maps because on the Russian language it's really difficult
Okay.
to compete them.
Yeah.
On the last match, on the tiebreaker, the RN, I guess they just tilted. For me, they just tilted.
I
They
think
made
so. I think so. Tilted.
Yeah,
I
they
agree.
made the casual mistake. You go everything for all just to take this base A. And I guess the Boone, they were just ready for that. They took C. They started to cross-firing. There was deathing near the A and the B. That IS-4 coming up to spot, losing almost every single HP. It was the casualest mistake ever.
Yeah, and
like-
then Boone started rushing the E5s. Yeah.
Yeah. And with this, if you're playing A on the Oasis Palms, you should never take the mouse because it's completely useless. Mouse,
Ooh, interesting.
for me, on EU player, if you take mouse, you want to hold somewhere with this mouse, while other 6 tanks need to be with a good mobility and can rotate all over the map.
Yeah.
But if you're rushing A and you're taking mouse to be on the back side, not on the front side as it should be,
Yeah.
you already have the disadvantage because your mouse is being useless. No one will focus it because it is not even on the front lines.
Right. Well, thank you for your input, Innovan. That was really, really detailed. I hope, Fujit, you're going to watch back the streams. That game.
Absolutely. I'm interested to see what happened on Oasis Palms. Moreover,
Yeah.
because I mean, King were doing well against GV. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
and it got to Oasis Palms, and it sort of collapsed.
Oh.
And you see this quite a lot, and it's interesting that Emma mentioned this because it's something that I note as well. Taking a mouse on Oasis Palms is not always a great idea. Some teams do it, especially in the quick tours.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the tour, the top pro tours now in EU, the mouse is very rarely used on Oasis Palms because there's only one area you can send it, and that's the B cap.
Yeah.
It's the only place you can really send a mouse on that map.
Yeah.
And when the teams see that lineup, you can say, oh well, they've got a mouse, then they're going to be overlooking the B cap, which means they're a tank down on either A or C. So, and what happened with King was GV anticipated that, and the mouse, bless him, went to where he was meant to go, which is overlooking the B cap, and he got pummeled, absolutely smacked around by the IS4s. of GV. And the mouse, by that stage, okay, it's got a lot of hit points, but by this stage, you're losing the tank that you're not meant to lose that early, to be fair.
Right.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, the mouse is not a great tank for these type of tours on that type of map. Right. Unless you take 2 of them and then you rush B in a mouse. A different
Rush B, suka blood.
No. Hold on. My stream's gonna get demonetized. Oh no! I hate you in a man.
Just say Blin, man. Don't say the other one. You know that. Instead of saying Blin, you say Blin.
Kalimka.
Oh my god, I have my few point on this. I saw cats going with a mouse on Oasis Palms, but it actually worked for them. What they did with that mouse is that cats actually rushed within the outside, not the mouse going in first. Actually, mouse went into B at the very last. So that means cats, they made a flank rotation first, and that distracted the forces. At that time, it was Feast, so Feast were in to deal with that rotation there. However, that mouse going in, that means Feast need to decide whether to go for that tanks trying to rotate and kill the tanks off, or they go to mouse and make a cap stop or something like that. So you can actually play with a mouse in Oasis Palms, and it could work.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, in tours that I've done it with a mouse on Oasis Palms, we've held back further back from B. We've never gone into B or got close to B.
Yeah.
So it sends the message to the team that, well, where is the mouse?
Yeah.
It's meant to be overlooking B. And if you hold it quite a long way back from B, it does change the because then people are worried about where the mouse is.
Yeah.
But what happened with King? They sent it quite close to B and were side scraping off one of the open buildings, which is by the destroyed wall just before B. And what I'm watching the replay now, and I've seen that the mouse.
It was almost one of the first tanks spotted in that match, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm just watching. It was the first tank in the King game, and I'm watching the replay now of RN and Boone and seeing where the mouse is going there, and he's getting quite close to B, and then he takes a diversion, he goes somewhere else. But are you then using the mouse for the proper reason? I mean, it's there as to absorb the hit points, basically to take the damage. Is it doing that? In fairness, and this is the problem with the mouse on that map, and it's something it's something that a lot of EU teams have played with the mouse, played with 2 mouses, and they've worked out how to sort of do that strat with the mouse to make it type of work. But it's very rare that you now see the mouse being used that much. Yeah. And just saying here, I mean, I'm watching Chimpanzee of RN getting spotted very quickly by Mr. President of Boone in the mouse, quite close to the B cap, and then they all know where the mouse is, so they can avoid the mouse. They don't need to do anything now. Yeah, they just avoid it.
Yeah.
And
with the mouse on the Oasis Palms, there are 3 different strats, if I remember correctly. Yeah. One is the joke strat, when you just send 2 mouses through the river to the enemy spawn. They just spawn everything. They're not penetratable, because to penetrate them, you need to go open, and then the other 5 members just need to shoot. That's all. Shooting skills must be inferior. The other one, which is actually, I will not say who uses that, but I know that someone from EU server is using this, and we might even see this. When you send the mouse to decap the A.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, most probably we're going to see that, because the mouse there, I saw that once, and it works so well that I was like, why aren't we using this? Why aren't we using this? Because there, the mouse in those small, small valleys, right under the hills, it has enough angles to decap the A and also the tank from the tower.
Absolutely, yes.
And it's just like the easiest bait you don't need to carry, because the single mouse and one TD like E3 or even the FV215B stands behind it, and it will like demolish everyone who's trying to rush this mouse to kill it fast, and that's all. And this mouse can live there as long as hell.
Yeah.
And now I'm surprised that I'm not seeing this at all. Maybe I just gave a link to someone.
Yeah, I've not seen that being used yet on Asia. I've seen it a couple of times on EU where they've taken a mouse to the ACAT and just hidden behind that Dune 2 just to intimidate, because it's very difficult to, as you say, it's very difficult to pen the mouse from that position.
Bless you. The deal for real. What do you think about the games for RN versus Boone?
Well, like I said, I keep going back to the games in a whole, and what I would like to see the clans do across the board is kind of adapt some more positioning strats, try to do a little bit more cap holding and set up some crossfires. I don't see a lot of crossfire strats going on here per se. Like I said, it all seems to break. It reminds me of Mike Tyson's game plan, right? Mike Tyson had a great quote where he said, everybody has a game plan until they get punched in the face. And so a lot of these guys, they set up good initial positioning or strats for like the first minute or so.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, the matches, they tend to break down really, really quickly and turn into brawls. And focus fire matches is what I'm seeing as the common denominator. Yeah. And so I would just like to see a little bit more, a little bit more positioning, a little bit more cap play, set up some. I would like to see a lot more of them trying to set up some crossfires and stuff, because I don't think, unless you want to call the FV215B, but I don't think that we technically did we see even any TDs in play here? We didn't see not one TD, did we?
I think is it GV playing 268 one? I don't know if I remember correctly, but we don't see a lot of 268s. Yeah. We don't see a lot of TDs.
And also 268.
And we had a lot of maps. We had a lot of maps.
Yeah, 268 vineyards. Yeah, vineyards. Yeah. Sorry.
Where you could run TDs.
Yeah.
But the meta has changed a little bit. I mean, we used to see quite a lot of TDs, and now across virtually all the servers, we're seeing a lot less TDs on the maps. And if there is a TD, you are going to get the 268 more over than anything else. And we're seeing that a lot more. But that's with the meta change. I mean, with you're seeing a lot of tanks like the Vickers Valiants coming in, and with the Vickers coming in as such a big light tank like that. I mean, I'm just watching one of the games on Vineyards here, and Boone took a 268, and they did okay with that. But with the meta as it is at the moment, it's more about mobility. If you notice, the IS4s, the E5s are favoured, along with a sprinkling of mediums, either the T22, the Object 140 in a few games, and most definitely there's Vickers. I'm seeing not many teams taking the Sheridan out since its nerf, I must admit.
Yeah, well, the thing to me with the Vickers is its spotting is just it's almost broken. This thing has insane spotting. I think is why so many teams.
Oh, brilliant! It's a great tank. It will be nerfed eventually. And you can understand why teams are taking it. Not only has it got great spotting ability, it's got a great gun, a fast reload, and it does have the ability to bounce every now and then. It's not as light as people think. Yeah. So that does make a difference. So yeah, you are seeing a lack of TDs. There used to be a time, 2 years ago, 2018, when Grill was favoured and tanks like that, but not now. 268 is the go-to TD. Always. But you're seeing a lot more since the heavy buff. A lot more heavies out there.
Yep, that's true. We're seeing a lot of IS4s, E5s especially.
Absolutely. I mean, the E5 seems to be the go-to tank at the moment. I mean, why not? I mean, it's got good armor. It's got the reactive armor. It's got the speed boost. It's got a good gun depression. It's got a good rate of fire, and it's a nice little tank.
Yeah.
Whereas
Are we
it has
speaking about IS4?
no, we're on about the E5. Whereas the IS4 is the IS4. I mean, in some hands it's not that easy to play, but in these guys' hands, then it's a good. As long as you keep that bottom plate down, then it's a tricky tank to pen. Unless contrary to popular belief, guys, most of the tours they're using Pramo. They're not using standard ammunition.
Yeah. Unless they're very sure that they can pen, then they will use AP.
Absolutely, yeah.
But usually it will be Pramo, and if it's especially when you're facing the frontal armor, then Pramo is like a must.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can't save credits. Sorry.
One thing that has surprised me with this season so far is the lack of 113s, because I mean there was a time when the 113 was making a really good show. Lots of teams were playing it. It is a good all-round tank. Okay, it's got an incredibly painful turret traverse. It really is, but it's a good little heavy. But I'm not seeing a lot of them in this meta.
Well, I think that's why, is because it suffers in brawling because of the traverse issue. It does have good mobility, but it's situational. You have to get it in a certain spot for it to be effective, and it has problems repositioning, especially with brawling. So I think that's the main issue. You don't really see 113s, but it does have a great gun,
it does. It has a
alpha
gun.
rolls,
to get
the DPM. So it's it's kind of a trade-off. I think it's about teams and their strats, and I think that with just the T22 and the Vickers and the IS4s, they just don't want to take a chance on it, I think, is the issue.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, let me say 113 is a tank. I played quite a lot in the randoms back in the E server. The biggest thing about 113 is the DPM. Sometimes the gun can let you down with the accuracy, so it's one of the biggest issues for 113 personally, I believe. Traverse speed is also a big issue as well. So that means 113 can't use it as a defending tank. And we saw some clans, if they use 113 to defend, they are in trouble. And I remember it's RTK versus Raid, and Raid used the 113 to be very aggressive, and they remember it's on Rockfield. The 113s of Raid rotating and dealing with those R2K tanks playing in the 113. Those R2K tanks got completely wiped out, and in the matter of seconds actually. So you can see why 113 is not used readily by a lot of clans, because if you are in a defensive situation, that 113 is going to let you down a bit. And you have IS4, very good armor, and E5 with the reactive armor. I mean, you have IS5, E5. Why go for a 113 to defend? If you're going for aggressive, if you're going for an aggressive strat, I think 113 it's in contention though. You can use it to rush. It's possible.
But it just goes to show how the meta does change from tour to tour. I mean, again, we're not seeing a lot of 215Bs, and another tech that at one stage was favoured by a lot of clans in tour.
Yeah.
Because of it's good. It's got good DPM, fantastic all down, but it just seems to. It has got good HP, but it seems to have lost out, and the E5 has really stepped up in the tours, despite its ability to be ammo racked really easily.
Well, I haven't seen a lot of ammo racks for E5 yet.
You used to see 2, sometimes 3 of those 215Bs on teams every match.
Yeah, and they've tailed off. But like I said, one of the main takeaways, both from EU and Asia that I've seen so far, I don't know what it's like on the RU server. There is a distinct lack of Sheridans now going out. When most teams were taking at least one Sheridan. I mean, okay, we had a couple a couple of teams taking a Sheridan out. I mean, Legion still took a Sheridan out the other day, but it's not as prevalent as it used to be, the Sheridan, since its nerf.
Yeah.
and that's becoming apparent.
I don't know if it's necessarily since the nerf. It's it's just there's obviously the T22, but I think the introduction of the Vickers just made it obsolete.
Well, the Vickers has made a big change, now the teams are starting to see the value of the Vickers after it's been around for a while. And we're starting to see a lot more Vickers coming in. I mean, the T22 is always going to make a show every now and then.
True.
It's always going to be there because of the tank it is. But it's some teams don't take it; they take the Object 140.
Yeah.
But the Vickers has made a big change, and you see the mobility. Some teams playing 2 Vickers, and the mobility they've got, and the ability to spot is just fantastic.
True. Right, so, thank you everyone for tuning in here, and thank you for the moderators having a really long check, so hopefully all of you guys who are still watching this stream will get all your coins, and I don't think Wargaming will be happy about this, because this stream has lasted for over 3 hours. So they
won't mind.
Oh, okay, they won't mind. That's good because they're giving away coins. They're giving away coins for free. So,
well, if your stream finishes later, don't forget jump into mine, and we'll have the same kind of chat because mine's the coin stream for EU.
will you do that, Sixwell?
I'll do another. If you come in, I'll do a chat like this. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll see. I'll come in. I don't know. And
we should all have the final. All of us have got the final.
Oh, I mean, what you can do, because I probably might do the same thing tonight. Maybe you can join mine instead.
On the coin stream.
Yeah, you're on the coin stream, but I know you're on the coin stream.
Yeah.
But that means you can stream our conversation.
No! I'll join your Discord. I haven't got a problem with that.
Okay. That means the same for tonight. You can Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that would be really nice. Well, unless Eminet or everyone is taken, maybe I'll send them an invite.
No. If everybody else jump in, I'll make the coin stream last as long as possible. It doesn't bother me.
That'll be fine. And as for everyone, hope you have a nice evening for the EU server. Hope you have a nice afternoon. In around 3 hours or so, I'll be streaming Immortals. Fujit's going to stream Loka or Raid, and depending whoever wins will keep on streaming until the end.
I got Phoenix first, then Loka. Loka versus Raid, and then whoever all the way through to the end. Same as you've got
Immortals.
You've got Immortals, yes.
And before that, I think I got Veil.
You got Veil in Tra.
TRA, yeah, Token Lions, and Eminet's going to get Legion. Before that, she's going to stream someone else, but
she's got Win versus IVI.
Win versus IVI.
Then Legion against Kraken S.
Yeah.
You've got Veil against TRA, and then Immor against ASP.
Espada.
And then Every has got Demon against Alert, followed by Endgame versus LC. And I've got Phoenix against Tesha, followed by Loka against Raid, then all the way through to the finals. We're all the way through to the finals. So.
Now, Loka Raid, is that a rematch?
No, it's not a rematch. It's that Raid were seeded 12th, and I think Loka seeded 7th, and they were forced to meet one another in the round of 16, which is very weird indeed, because Raid doesn't seem like to be a team that is 12th at all, so like the win rate seeding. However, that being said, a lot of clans bump their win rate high. That means Win, in my opinion, has better draw than before, and potentially
Win have got a good draw. They have.
However, they're seeded 16th in this tournament. So, one thing to bear in mind. So maybe if you want to kind of boost your win rate up, it's not always that you need to boost your win rate up. Sometimes you need to be in a particular seeding. For example, Win in the 16th or 17th, and now Veil bump themselves up potentially to 15th. So that means they were 17th on Wednesday. That means they had a tougher draw. So it doesn't always mean that if you have better win rate, that you have a better draw. Look at Win.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you we can all. I don't mind all jumping in straight after the final and having a chat like this. Be great stuff.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see where Immortals will finish, because I also arranged a post-match interview with Romeo Jones for tonight. So let's see where Immortals is going to finish. Let's hope they are going to
worries, my
finish
friend.
in the finals, and
All
we're
right.
going to jump in soon. And going to see you all. And I put this scene up, and there we go. Yep, good to see you all. See you tonight, and yeah.
Yep, have a good stream, and I'll catch you in the final later.
Catch you all.
See you later,
Goodbye.
mate.
See you.
For now.
Bye. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. What do we have left? Okay, we still have to deal with
Yes.
If you turned
Just
off your
just me.
stream, then me.
not muted yet. I need to find the right file, because it's not the right file for the leaderboard on the right. That's the right file. All right, let me just remove all the audio. Wait until that's